Alright. Who remembers what happened last time? On Skulls of Scardale.
We went to the church where the three ladies had set up. We found they had...
There were more ladies.
Yeah, there were a lot more ladies. They had brainwashed a bunch of our citizens into joining their cult. And we spoke to them. We chastised them for being stupid bitches. And we told them not to keep fucking with us, or there would be dire consequences. And then we left. We went to find the rumored necromancers, and we found a group of roach folk and a monk girl. We spoke to them. We made a deal with the mongrel that he could join our town, and we'd set up a place for him in the village to live. He just has to serve the leader of our town and not cause trouble for us. And we are now headed through the Underdark to see if it's a suitable place for the roach folk to live.
Alright. So, gang, after fucking around with the dice for a while, Basilius was holding on to it last when he rolled it and received the ability to resurrect once, which does not apply to him because of his damnation feat, so that is just wasted.
Yes.
That is all.
Yeah, with the knowledge that it doesn't, that this artifact is, or this dice is not actually.
It is a minor artifact.
Well, Basilius is assuming that it's. I'm gonna retract the point where I said this thing's powerful, and I'll actually let Grim use it if he wants, because it's clearly not that strong.
Okay, you just chuck it to Grim.
Yeah, well, he wanted it, and I said fuck no. Because you said that it'll resurrect me once, and in my head I was like, that means it's as powerful as a wish. Jesus Christ.
Nope, it's as powerful as a resurrection spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can play with it if you want, Grim.
I'm gonna put it in Only Friend's mouth and have him roll it.
Okay. I have to check if that's allowed. It says when a creature... Yeah, it says when a creature picks it up. It doesn't have to be intelligent.
Only Friend is intelligent.
Okay, so Only Friend rolls the dice?
Yep.
Okay.
What was it?
Give me a d20. And if you roll a 16 or 20, re-roll.
Nope.
That is not how you do it.
Wrong.
It's a slash.
/R space 1d20.
You can type roll if you want, but R is obviously less.
11.
Alright. Only Friend is aware of what it did.
Alright. I'll take it back.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, Only Friend just looks around like, alright.
Only Friend is aware of what it did, and it will never tell you.
If only someone here had to speak with animals.
Are you gonna roll it anymore, Grim, or give it to Andre to roll?
I'm not gonna roll that die. I know there's a bad thing in there, and with my luck, it's gonna be for me.
I don't know. It's only powerful enough to do like 6th level shit.
It's a CL20 item.
Listen, no.
Look, it's not strong enough to resurrect me after death, so can't be that strong.
Your soul is literally damned.
And
Azrael, you want to roll the dice?
Sure, why not?
I will
Just
toss
stay
it to
super-
Azrael.
I'll just give you
Does
a
him
sec.
tossing it count as rolling?
No, you have to actively want to roll the dice. It specifically says it in the description. Because someone probably asked about that.
I'll move super far away and give it a roll.
Alright, give me d20 and re-roll if you do 11, 16, or 20. Okay, it hits the ground. Suddenly there is a chilly breeze. One sec. You take 15 cold damage. And for the next hour, you move at half speed.
Oh, great.
Told you not to throw that thing.
Okay, suddenly you are hit with a blizzard wave that immediately disappears.
10.
Yeah. Azrael is just covered in, like comically, like icicles and shit like that.
I'll take my dice back.
Does anybody have a spare blanket?
Well, it does have negative effects, it seems.
Yeah.
Albeit not very strong ones.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
That was probably one of the better negative ones.
So your hypothesis
Well-
is right, Basilius. Lower rolls mean worse effects.
Well, the 20 did effectively nothing.
So what does the one do?
Probably effectively nothing.
Insta-death.
Or it teleports you to another plane.
True.
That wouldn't
by the
work.
way,
I was say that wouldn't work.
Does anybody mind quickly healing me?
Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself.
Yeah, I'll use negative energy to quickly heal myself.
Okay. What spell are you casting? What, just like
Hold on. Just a random second level, probably.
so just
Oh,
a
wait.
you're gonna turn what, summon a monster 2 or lesser restoration?
Yeah.
By the way,
Monster
you need to go into your thing and prepare spells because you can prepare 5 plus your domain
Oh,
spell.
Wait,
second level
you
spells.
don't have to waste your spells. I can heal you.
Oh, I forgot you could do that.
Alright, what do you want to do?
Do you want to take the burn or do you want me to take the burn?
Oh my god.
What? So it wouldn't be much of healing then if I took the burn.
Sorry, what?
It wouldn't be much healing then if I took the burn.
No, if you take the burn, you'll just get 1 point of non-lethal damage per level.
Wait, Niall, don't you need burn? You don't have any burn on you right now.
I mean, I do, but I supposedly I start the day with some burn already, right? Because I start the day and I put, I think it's like 2 points of burn into my no.
I'll say you haven't done it
One.
today.
I need to check, but I think that I start the day, I put 1 burn in my defense ability, and I just need to check if I can put more, and then I can get up to 3 burn. So maybe I can take that burn, yeah.
So how many extra spells do I add to each?
You need to prepare 2 more second level spells. And you need to prepare 1 more first level spell.
Okay. Let me just quickly look for a random one. Well, not
Yeah,
random, but, yeah.
I can only take 1 burn. That's true. So yeah, I'll take the burn. So morning I take 1 point of burn for my defensive ability, and then I'm gonna take another point of burn for the Void Healer ability. The Void Healer ability lets me heal creatures that can be healed with negative energy by rolling my blast and healing them by that amount of energy. So, negative blast.
Okay, so you channel the void energy in, and you blast him with it, and he heals by 11.
You want me to do that again?
If possible, yes.
I'll say you only
Okay.
have 4 hit points gone.
You're only down 4.
Wait, can you
That's
just?
my math.
I was like, can you just keep doing it, or do you have to take burn every time?
I take burn every time.
Oh, maybe not that. Maybe not that great then.
Yeah, just to heal 4, it's probably not worth it. The thing is, I currently have 2 points of burn. If I get another point of burn, I get my bonuses to Constitution and Dexterity, which is why I was like, I can take another point of burn and I'm fine. I actually get stronger. From this moment onward, after I get 3 points of burn, it's not worth it for me to take burn anymore. At least
Okay, well,
at
you
this
can do it
level.
again then if you want. And then what is the bonus to strength and con? It goes from 2 to 4, right?
No. So at just let me get it to you, because I'm currently level 6, right?
Yes.
Kineticist. So the elemental overflow, it gives me +2, right? So it gives me a +1 for every 3 kinetic levels I possess. So it gives me a +2 to hit, +4 to damage, and then starting at 6th level, whenever I have at least 3 points of burn, I gain a +2 size bonus to 2 physical ability scores of my choice.
And you chose Dex and Con.
And I choose Dex and Con.
Okay, you already have.
And
I was gonna say you already have those bonuses in there.
yeah. I also gain the ability to ignore effects of critical hits and sneak attacks equal to 5% times my current number of points of burn. So I currently have an extra 15% chance of ignoring sneak attacks and
Oh yeah, you
critical
have
hits.
that. What's it called? You have that emptiness shit.
And the emptiness gives me another 10% up to that. So currently I have 25% chance of ignoring critical hits and sneak attacks.
That's really good.
Yeah, I can get up to 100%.
I'll say I don't think you can literally roll less than 4, so I'm just gonna heal him 4.
Yeah,
Oop.
go for it.
All right, gang, are we gonna walk down this tunnel?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll scout ahead.
All right, Grim. This is new. This is new territory for you. You're not really used to Underdark shit. Give me survival. As you guys begin to walk down this sort of this seems to have formed at least a little bit naturally. There's probably a lot more water flowing through here at some point. But now as you walk through, it's like a sewer. There's like a trickle of a stream at your feet as you begin to walk. At some points, the tunnel sort of gets smaller and you have to crouch. But most of the time, it's about 6-7 feet in diameter.
34.
All right. Okay. Wow, that's a natural 20. That was pretty good. As you begin leading down, the tunnel begins to split off in a bunch of different directions. And Grim, sort of by inspecting the scratch marks on the walls, you can identify which of these tunnels is the most traveled. Would you like to use the one that's the most traveled, or would you like to go down a separate one?
We'll ask Basilius whether he wants the most traveled one or least traveled one.
The most traveled one likely leads to the Dweger village.
Would we like to parlay with them before we try to find a settlement for our people?
There will likely be no parlay.
Mm.
They have a deep hatred of the above folk
And the drow.
and Nile.
Everything here hates everything else.
In addition, they are a little. There are no big caverns between us and them that we could use to house a village. So let's head in there.
Head towards the least traveled, or
The most traveled. Sorry, I meant to say like they're too close for comfort.
oh,
basically.
okay. You're getting too worried, Basilius. Just say you want to kill them, and
I'm
I
very
will head
sure
down.
none of the people here will object to you
Alright.
genociding the Duergar.
I'm not scared of you. I'm just saying, you know.
Duergar are surprisingly very tough. They are very, very annoying to fight, especially because they have at-will invisibility and enlarge.
They can become medium-sized.
They can become large-sized. Okay, give me a d20. Because of Grim's amazing roll, there's only one encounter on the way. So give me a d100, Grim.
I believe in you.
D100 or 20?
D100. Okay.
66.
Okay,
Something for the magic number.
can I get a what's it called? Marching order?
Grim, probably
Basilius.
Basilius. Only friend, Azrael, probably Nile.
Yeah,
Last.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right.
I'll be carrying Azrael because his movement is half.
Oh,
Oh, it's been more than an hour.
Oh, okay. Good.
just drops me like a sack of potatoes afterwards.
All right.
I would have been carrying you for the first hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Not like you would mind. You're used to
As
being
you
carried.
as you begin to go by, the cave begins to open outward until there is simply a there is a what's the word?
Yep.
A cavern that opens up. It's much smaller. You don't see any village, but as you wander through, this sort of opening cavern is lit by bioluminescent mushrooms. Near the exit to this cavern on the other side, sort of built halfway into the stone and the wall, you see a sort of purple stone hut with a window, and you can see there's light inside it.
Let's investigate.
All right. Outside the hut, inside the hut, you can see there's a lantern burning, which gives light from the window. But inside, you see, outside you see there's a still burning campfire with these sort of white, what's it called? Wood shrooms. This sort of underdark plant that functions almost exactly the same as wood. As you get closer and closer, in front of the fire there is a rocking chair that is empty, and a small little sort of it's mostly made of mushrooms, cut mushrooms, but also some rocks, like a fence that surrounds it, almost like a little cottage.
Shall we call out to see if there's somebody around? Or try and take whatever lies within by stealth?
Probably invisible true regard.
What do I know about Durgar?
Give me knowledge local.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing you guys to the void real quick. 1 sec.
Don't have it.
I don't have
No.
any knowledge. Lies, I have knowledge engineering.
I'll let you roll that specifically, Niall, because you are native to the Underdark.
Knowledge engineering?
I'll allow you to roll that.
I only have knowledge, history, religion, and the planes.
I can tell you about Duragar religion or history if you roll that.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
It doesn't show up on my skill list. Do I not have points in it here? Weird.
You have it set, but you didn't put any points in it. How many points do you have?
I have one. I just put enough that I could do it.
Okay, it should be fixed now.
Dang. There you go, knowledge engineering. 16.
Alright. Azrael, with that 13, I can't tell you a lot about Duragar religion. You know they worship a dwarven god who was cast out of the dwarven pantheon. That's really all I can tell you.
Yeah, it would make sense. He wouldn't know much since he never.
Drow, Niall, you know that Duragar are cousins to the dwarves. They are foul-tempered. They loathe intruders. Although they don't hate intruders as much as they do dwarves. They dwell in communities deep underground and are like dark, twisted dwarf. Their skin is dull gray. Let's see. They are a slaver race. In combat, they usually use crossbows. Unlike dwarves, they usually use ranged weapons. Let's see. You know that Duergar have a deep hatred of drow. And
Almost as much as dwarves.
No, definitely not as much as dwarves, but definitely they have a serious hatred of them. As drow and Duergar constantly fight over territory. And you know that exposure to the radiation, what's it called? The phase res, the special radiation that exists only in Underdark, has given many Duergar psionic abilities.
Oh, interesting.
So they are a race that is, what's it called? Some Duergar are born, they're called tyrants. Tyrant Duergar are Duergar that are born with special psionic ability. And usually they rise to be leaders in their communities.
Makes sense. So yeah, Niall would tell everyone.
You also know that, just racially, Duergar are immune to all paralysis, phantasms, and all poisons. And they have a +2 to saves against any spells and spell-like abilities.
Wow, shit. Most of my shit's useless.
Yeah,
against
I was gonna say, Duergar are very, very, like, stacked racially.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
most
yeah,
of
yeah.
my shit's useless against them, and I can't even defend myself if they get close with that greater friendly barrier.
Niall will just tell everyone. I don't think these would be Duergar. It is the lone cottage. Duergar usually live in communities, and they hate the drow, so they would have shot at me already. They usually use ranged weapons.
Yeah, you're making a fine
Hello,
point
is
there.
that
Yo,
you?
anyone in there? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, too late.
There is a shift of movement on the inside of the cavern, just enough that, like, you see a shadow in the lantern light. And then...
Can I make that the shadow shape?
The shadow shape is large and cloaked. So there's no features, but it is large and cloaked.
Bigger than the Duergar then?
Oh, did you bring your undead with you, Azrael?
I can't fit them in the hut.
Oh, can we
If I
not?
could, I would have.
You could attempt to... What's it called? You could bring them, but you'd have to burrow a bigger hole with the...
Okay, then no, definitely.
with the
I would've
perforator.
bought them.
Because the perforator does have a burrow speed.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, definitely. I would have definitely bought them then.
Yeah,
Only
large
reason I
creatures
didn't-
can squeeze through medium-sized spaces.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't because I thought you said they could fit in the hut.
Well, they couldn't normally fit. They could squeeze and this perforator does have a burrow speed.
Yay, my children will come with me. I'm not alone.
All right.
Hello.
Okay. Again,
I
that
dress the
cloak,
shadow.
that cloaked figure moves in front of the shadow. So it moves in front of the light to look outside. You can't really tell its features, but it quickly moves slightly away from the window. Everyone here hears something inside their heads. Come, travelers. What brings you to my cave? I mean you no harm. Come forward.
But I, what's it called? Sense motive?
With no body language, no.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll head towards the door.
Okay. As you head towards the door on his end also opens up. And you see a figure step out into the light, about 20 feet away from you.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh!
Oh, mind flayer.
knowledge check?
What you see before you is a tall, thin, almost emaciated-looking figure. Its head is that of a sort of engorged brain. You can actually see the veins against his... almost like he doesn't have a skull. Just a bursting brain and skin.
Would anyone else know what this creature is?
The tentacles feel around, almost like a snake's tongue, like sniffing the air. I rolled this random. You rolled this randomly, by the way. This is a random encounter. The Mind Flayer has these long, sharp nails that are almost like spoon-shaped. Like, what's it called? They have, like, nails, but, like, the inside of the nail is like a divot to, like, scoop things with the nails.
Okay.
Like a miniature spoon?
And it sort of, slowly steps out, and it has to crouch to get outside of the cottage. And it sort of stands up. Its tentacles feel the air, and you hear, "So many of you. It is strange to see travelers this far down."
I'm Basili Salzario. I am a ruler of a region in the above land.
Chandler Cross, yes. I feel it in your mind.
Aye.
Good.
Well, then I'm sure you're already aware why we're here. And I'll just kind of like think of the Oroch folk.
Ah, yes. You seek a cave untouched. I know of such a place, although you are going the wrong way to reach it. Ahead of you is a fort, an iron fortress. A great tyrant lives there. He is beyond you.
Oh, so we were walking straight towards Durgar.
We already assumed the Duergar were there, but we did not know their numbers. I thank you for the information. Would you be so kind as to lead us to the region?
I will. I have many important things for trade.
What type of currency would you accept?
We will discuss. Come inside for a meal.
Sure.
I have food that you mortals could eat.
Oh,
Do you know anything special on him, like religious or iconography, anything at all?
Nope. He wears tattered robes. Let me see. Does anyone have knowledge history?
Yes.
Okay, you could identify them. They appear as though they weren't originally his. They don't exactly fit him. You guys have no clue. They have iconography that you don't recognize.
Lamau.
Okay, he welcomes you into his hut.
But I generally ask him what are like this iconography in his clothes then? If he would-
I'm
he would
sorry.
trust me first, but-
I'm sorry, Morales. I can't understand you at all. I keep hearing background noise.
As we walk towards the hut, I'll say, you seem frail. I'm unfamiliar with your species.
Frail of body, yes, but not of mind. My race are ancient. You motion to the symbols, Rasmuth, and he says, simply a trinket I found in a tomb. Some ancient stash of the Court of Shadows.
Yes, we've found our own such tomb before.
Many dot this place, especially in the Underdark. My race came with the tyrant during his invasion. I remember those days.
If you came
We
with a
found better now?
tyrant, if you came with a tyrant, do you mean harm to civilization?
There is no need for such ideological wars anymore. It is over. My race came with the tyrant, but we were not all soldiers.
Neat.
He steps to the side. Niall, Grim, are you stepping into the hut as well?
Oh yeah. I'll leave only friend outside though.
He's chilling. Only friend in the perforator play.
Adorable, but gross. Adorable.
He says, he motions towards, some chairs nearby.
I'll take a seat.
Okay. And he sets out, or he doesn't actually touch anything. As he moves his arms, things around the hut float and assemble themselves telepathically. Four small plates, like just snack-sized plates, float towards you, and they are covered in this sort of iridescent mushrooms and moss. He says, "These are edible for your kind." Niall, you actually recognize this specific type of plant, and yes, it is edible and not poisonous.
You say edible for our kind. Are they not inedible for you?
My kind can live a long time without feeding. My race feeds on intellect, minds. Consumption of matter, flesh, it means nothing to me.
Basilius is so ready to strike a deal with this boy.
Oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure. The minute I saw his token appear, I knew Basilius is gonna make this an ally, and I know that is.
By the way, he does not make any sound. All of this is in your guys' heads.
Yeah.
He does not have a mouth. He sits down on a chair and says, "It is strange that you seek a place so far below for people you would aid."
If they remained on the surface, it would cause complications of sorts. And he just thinks to the cult of Mahana.
Yeah.
They are necromancers amongst them, and their race is heavily discriminated about up on the upper lands.
Yes.
Preferably, this arrangement would be temporary, except for those who wish to stay down here forever.
Well, for such information, I could be persuaded. If you have things of value or interest.
I'll put the dice on the table. You can have this.
Interesting.
Yes, of course.
That is an
You're not-
interesting artifact. He motions towards it and sort of gently, pulls it towards himself telepathically and holds it up. All without touching it. He says, "This is plenty for such a deal."
Oh wow, that was fast.
Yeah, because Grim just fucking gave away a fucking artifact. Don't do that. That could have been worth like 100,000 gold.
Yeah, true, but
Yeah, don't.
at the same time,
Basilius didn't find
I-
value in it, so Grim's like, well, it must be
Basilius
trinket.
said we were gonna sell it when we get back to town.
The
You
mind,
just said
well
you
then,
wanted to hold on
the
to
mind,
it.
the mind flayer says,
Oh well,
I
Grim,
would-
Grim wouldn't offer it then.
Oh. I was gonna say, the mind flayer would say, I would need to offer more for such a trade. I do have
okay.
other things I collect.
Ooh,
You would
okay,
be-
okay.
We would be happy
From
to
the
see
from
your
the
collection.
inside of this, does anyone have knowledge, religion, or planes?
I have both actually.
I have religion.
Okay, yeah, roll that. Because this
Guidance
is not
on Basilius.
Basilius. You know from general storytelling,
Oh Lord.
and Azrael, you pretty much get it immediately. You sort of get onto it, and Basilius sort of helps you get along to it. This looks like a hag hut.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes.
Yeah.
However,
makes
this is
sense.
clearly not a hag, but there's like weird shit around. From like all the stories you ever heard, this looks like a hag hut.
When you described the hut, I immediately thought we're dealing with a hag until the mind flayer stepped out.
Yeah, no, true. Since
so-
technically,
Also, this is relevant since he can our minds. Basilius is considering recruiting him.
I'm
Like,
aware.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would not be
No.
opposed to
I'm
have a
saying
mind player.
it is a thought that is actively swimming through Basilius's head.
No, like, yeah, definitely. Since how the party would know Basilius, I think I would even agree. Like, yeah, no, a powerful psionic creature that can that has like such capabilities. Like,
We
no,
don't know
yeah,
he's
definitely.
psionic. We don't necessarily know he's psionic yet.
I mean, he's floating things telepathically.
And
Well, he's
speaking to
floating
you in your
things.
head.
I'll say
All of
without
that can be
casting.
done with
I'll
magic.
say without casting spells, though.
Spell-like abilities are done without verbal or somatic components.
Let's see. He technically, in this game, he's called an Encephalon Gorger. But he's a Mind Flayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is just a psychic, not a psionic. He's a psychic, so in a cult class.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But either way, so if we offer him out of character, if we offer him the dice, he might let us take some shit from the hut.
we've already offered him dice. We would be happy to see what else you have on offer. See if we can strike a deal for the day.
Indeed. I will not take coin, but other things.
Can you specify these other things? Do they solely have to be artifacts?
You feel him thinking.
I feel his brain move.
I could trade you more knowledge if you require, if items are not what you seek.
What items do you have for trade?
Many strange and unnatural things from those who used to live here before I consumed them.
Oh, so he killed the hag, basically.
Aye. It was a hag, if I am not mistaken.
A coven of hags.
Oh, wow, he just 1v, like, I don't know how many of them.
1v3.
Wow, that is a feat.
I mean, Mind Flayers are like CR 11?
13.
13, yeah, around there. Hags are between 5 and 10. So it makes sense.
Yeah, no, but still, like, in character, Razzus is not Razzus. Azrael is shocked, like, damn.
I mean, you've seen a hag work, and like, any one of us could probably like take on a hag.
Not at early levels.
I mean, like right now, the hag we know, any of us could 1v1.
No, yeah, definitely, right.
The Mind Flayer turns this back and begins looking through the cabinets. The cabinets have all sorts of weird, strange items like eyes and jars that still sort of dart around and move. Boxes full of fingernails. Like shrunken heads. Things that you wouldn't even recognize as normal magic items. He says. Alright. I have something here. Let me roll this.
Also, every time Basilius says something, a second or two before he says it aloud, he would think it to himself, just because he thinks everything through before he says it.
All right. The Mind Flayer can trade you for magical items, boons, or knowledge.
Oh well.
Specifically, if you have something you're looking for, you can tell me.
Magic item wise.
Or boons or knowledge.
What do you mean by boons?
Like, what's it called? Boons would be any sort of magical ability or power that does not involve using an item.
Would they be permanent or temporary?
It depends.
Okay. And how many of them could we get with the trading of the dice?
You don't know.
Okay.
You also don't know the value of the dice.
Yeah. We just know. Tanky said it's a minor artifact. They're generally enough to be priceless, quote unquote. But again, we also assume the dice isn't worth that much.
He could trade you specifically another minor artifact.
Oh.
It would be things from the Court of Shadows tombs.
What does he have?
I will get it for you because I have a list of things that are in nearby tombs. Oh God. Not gonna do that. I was gonna say deck of many things, but not gonna do that. That'll
No,
destroy
that
this
is
campaign.
Hey, yo, but if you got the Iron Hand of Vecna, I'd take that. kidding, it's a joke.
That would be an artifact, not a minor artifact.
Well, yeah, the Hand of Vecna is a major artifact, and it does exist, and so does the Eye of Vecna.
Yeah, I know.
But they are both in possession of the Lich Lords of Kaimos.
Ah, shit. Okay.
They are.
War.
Damn.
They are like 6 months travel away.
And they're all level 20, and they're all level 20 plus wizards that have existed for 1,200 years.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I'm not risking the campaign for that. Like hell, I'd be fucking.
No, it's not happening. Full stop. It can't happen within the campaign.
No, like I was saying, yeah, no, but man, I wish I could
All right.
have that, but yeah. No.
He motions to, a rusty-looking iron spike that he holds out. The spike is carved with, runes in abyssal. This sort of, not abyssal, it's a offshoot of abyssal.
And what is this?
This spike was used by the Court of Shadows demon tamers to control demons. The Maleficus spike. So, out of character, the Maleficus spike, when driven into the wall of a building, it infuses the wall with a dimensional lock that repels evil outsiders. Any
I don't
outsider,
think none of us want that.
Any outsider with the evil subtype who tries to enter it must make a will save. On a fail, the outsider takes 12d6 points of damage and becomes nauseated. Any outsider that remains in the building must make a new will save every round or take damage every round. The effect is lessened against non-outsider evil creatures, but they are also affected.
Does it have like an aura to it?
Yes, it has strong abjuration magic.
Oh no, I meant like since I'm an evil outsider.
Yes, it would affect you.
Grimaces as he puts it towards us.
It is used to punish specifically demons, although it would affect any outsider.
I can feel its influence on me right now.
And any building treated with the spike becomes magically hard. Meaning that everything on the building gets plus 20 to its break DC, double hardness, double hit points, and repairs itself 5 hit points per round.
That is very interesting phrasing.
Noise.
Anything else?
We're not interested in that specifically.
I feel keeping it around could cause more harm than good. Basilius just kind of think of
he puts it
himself and his court.
He puts it in his robe and says, "There is one among you who has great aspirations of undeath."
I wonder who.
Who knows?
I have such a thing for this. He
Oh,
motions.
really?
He motions towards a necklace. And grabs it. He says,
Could it?
"Many
Sorry.
generals in the Court of Shadows had such power, the power to live beyond death. Although not all of them succeeded in this ritual." He holds it up. This is the Phylactery of the Failed Lich.
I'm aware of this one.
I'm not.
Let's see. Phylactery of the Failed Lich has a minute chance of coming into being anytime a spellcaster that achieves lichdom fails. Let's see. The creature that opens the Phylactery of the Failed must succeed in a DC 30 will save or be affected by a curse, and have a parasitic soul inside them. Those
I would
affected
probably
by
fail automatically.
those affected by the parasitic soul have their own personality and sanity overwhelmed by this lich's personality. Let's see. Basically, it is a trapped lich's soul that cannot take form.
Could Azrael technically offer that soul up in order to obtain lichdom?
No.
True, I could. No, okay, damn.
No, it is a phylactery. Destroying the phylactery would destroy the lich.
Okay.
Could
And the
we
soul would be destroyed in the process.
remove the soul from it and use
using
it as the phylactery?
only if you use the resurrection spell on it, which then summons the creature as if it was alive, and then you have to defeat that creature.
Yeah, let's not fight a lich at the moment.
I say we accept it. Phylactery is normally cost like 200,000 gold to make. So like if we can get this and remove the soul from it, that is like half of the step towards becoming a lich.
And what if I succeed on the impossible contract?
Let's see. I must immediately succeed. I guess creature. Nothing.
So it's basically a cursed item.
No.
Yes, and if the creature who has the parasitic soul dies, their body is animated one day later as a full lich with the same memories of the person in the phylactery. So you could technically give this to someone else if you want to create a lich. But not yourself, it would be someone else turning into a lich. Well, actually, it would be returning one of the generals of the Courts of Shadows.
I think we accept this.
It would
Is
what would they technically? I was also thinking, could they technically be an ally to us?
in character, Basilius is going to ask, so that's a phylactery?
In
Of
a way
sorts.
of speaking. It is an unbound phylactery. The creature inside it has no form. But-
Sounds like
If you focus upon it, you can feel the hateful soul within.
Could I focus upon it?
You'd have to hold it.
Oh,
it
hold it, but
seems
not put
like
it on,
could
right?
be a very useful artifact to have. Should we cleanse it of the soul within? He says, looking over at Azrael.
Cleansing the creature would bring the soul within to life. The creature within would need to be destroyed before it could be used again.
I'd expect as much. Not something we'd have to deal with for a long time, but something that would be far more
warned.
useful.
Not every creature that attempts to become a lich succeeds.
Looks over at Azrael.
I already know that the stakes are high in my quest.
I have one other. In my many years below here. He holds up Let's see.
With whatever knowledge of necromancy I have, would there be any big way to commune with the spirit trapped inside?
You could, yeah. What's it called? There is a way to commune with it, but it wouldn't be able to do anything, and you wouldn't be able to do anything to it.
Yeah,
He
no, I
holds
would
up.
just want to try to.
He holds
talk
up
to
a
it.
chain, and on the end of the chain is a severed paw.
Oh, is it a monkey's paw?
It is.
So pseudo wish spells.
Oh fuck. Whoa, wait a minute. I know what this is, but I don't remember what it's called.
So it's a monkey's paw. It has strong necromancy. It's a ring of 3 wishes. Once you touch it, it cannot be discarded unless sold to someone else willingly. That means you need to explain everything about it. Even the bad stuff. So, it cannot be discarded even by wish or miracle. If it's stolen, it reappears on your person within a few minutes. It can only be parted when all 3 wishes are used. Or if it is destroyed, using the destruction feature. Let's see. When a bearer uses a wish, he is then subject to a curse as per the spell Major Curse. The cursed is a -4 to all rolls.
Oh god.
Until the curse is removed. Then when you use the second wish, it's -8 to all rolls. Then when you use the third wish, it's -12 to all rolls. Then once all 3 wishes are used, the monkey paw plane shifts away. In this case, it would interplanetary teleport to some random location on this planet.
Oh.
The monkey paw can only be destroyed when you hold it for 1,000 years.
I would have to become a lich then.
Ah.
I cannot be free of this.
I'd be willing to take it off your hands.
I actually wanted to try to take the phylactery because I wanted to see if I could maybe do some shit with the spirit trapped inside.
Be warned. He then explains all the bad sides of it. He's compelled to explain everything about it.
I would be interested in taking the monkey paw off your hand. However, I believe for the dice, a more suitable trade would be the phylactery for my companion.
I cannot trade this paw without receiving benefit.
Aye.
I mean, any benefit?
It is the condition of the curse. The benefit must outweigh removing it.
Oh.
So yeah, you have to make a profit while also explaining the bad stuff about it.
How much of a profit?
Oh, I
Would it be
wouldn't
any
say.
amount?
There's no money amount. Artifacts do not have gold values.
I was not saying I'll take it from him. I meant like I'd be interested in propositioning him for it later, but for now I want to do the phylactery trade. Is what I meant.
I will agree for the trade of this phylactery for the dice.
Okay.
The deal is struck. He gives you the necklace, Azrael,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes the dice and puts it away. And then he sits back down.
Could I sense the spirit inside the dice?
You can feel
Not
the
dice,
sort of... you can feel the hateful presence when you hold the necklace. In the center of the necklace, there is a gold sort of like diadem. And in the center, there is a ruby, and you can see this sort of swirling spirit.
What would be the process needed to commune with said spirit?
It would take hours of communing.
Okay, so yeah, that would be something.
And
for later.
if you open it up, it will attempt to possess you.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting it on yet. The first thing I want to try to see is to commune with it, to see if I can have a chat with it.
Later.
Yeah, later, though. I'm not trying to add on stuff at the moment.
So what brings you down here?
I have always been here. I came before your cradle existed. My people settled this world when all other worlds died.
To this, you live alone? I presume?
Yes. My brain is strong. I have lived the consuming of weary travelers. You are lucky that I am not hungry.
And how would you feel about settling down somewhere?
He looks around. Am I not settled? I have lived here for centuries. Perhaps you should settle down.
I believe you know what I am wishing to offer.
He focuses on you.
Yeah, I'm asking him if he's interested in allying with Channercross and my nation.
You wish for me to aid your insignificant state. For what
Perhaps
reason?
I am seeking to build a stronghold that is not so insignificant. I wish to create a kingdom that will live for many, many
Yes,
aeons.
I feel your pride and delusions of grandeur.
Well, I have help beyond my means, and I am always seeking more help. For I am weak in my current state. I kind of think back to the people I've allied with. Babylon,
And-
the Contract Devil.
And these? He motions towards your compatriots.
Companions.
You have a
of mine.
drow among you that is brave.
Aye. He is brave enough to venture the above land to seek me out and offer his aid to me. I'll replay our encounter in the inn in my head.
Nihil brave? That's new.
That memory is fuzzy. Perhaps you must train your mind more. Drow, why did you leave your, I assume, home?
There is very little that isolationist group can do in terms of, well, anything. I wished to see what was so worth defending and fighting for in this planet, what was so worth building a cradle around for. I wished to see it grow and flourish and achieve its full potential, and I can't do that stuck down here.
I disagree. There is much that is learned down in the dark.
Grim's gonna get up and walk outside.
I'm sure there is much to learn, but everything that happens out there.
Then I believe you are not looking hard enough. The Mind Flayer says, much changes in the tunnels, ever flowing and swirling and shifting. It is endless change.
From what I've seen, it is mostly petty squabbles between matriarchal houses and delusional priests and priestesses of creatures that whisper in the dark.
And that is all that life is. At some points. He says,
True.
I was a priest once. For a god long dead. You must change yourself rather than change your circumstance.
Wise words to live by, I'm sure. Niall is being intentionally dismissive. He is like, I know I'm not going to convince you, and I'm really not interested in being convinced by you either.
There's that tone that your race is so known for. I have eaten many of your kind. It's all the same thoughts.
Well, a spore doesn't fall far from its mushroom. I mean, I had to find a way to turn that saying into something a drow would say.
One sec. There's someone at my door.
Lamau?
By the way, I'm not sure if any of you heard the laugh in the background, but I want to believe that was the necklace inside laughing.
Actually, mushroom spores travel very far.
Well, we're talking about the Underdark where there are no drafts.
Sure. As I was saying, out of character, I want to try to see if I can maybe strike up a deal with the lich inside the necklace.
I mean, you're gonna do that now?
No, not right now. Like whenever we have time. Like I'm not gonna literally just sit around and it'll take hours of communing with the spirit inside, and we need to do shit. So, like on my free time, I will attempt to commune with it because I want to see if it can give me any insight into lichdom, and maybe I might be able to do him a solid, or her. I don't know if it's gender at all.
You
I'm
are
back.
not fighting that thing unless we're killing it.
Yeah.
I'm back.
It's like, I don't know what about a vengeful spirit of a failed lich makes you think that that thing is going to share the secrets of lichdom with you.
Well, also not only that, but the musings of a failed lich that hates everyone and came from outer space to eradicate all life on Earth, on Orala.
Well, I'm gonna have to do something with it. So.
Now,
Yeah.
This-
We'll get rid of it.
place you seek for your strange beast men. I know of it, and I will tell you the way for a price.
What is that price?
I wish for a lock of each of your hair.
I would be wary of prices that seem so trivial.
Is it trivial?
What, Tanky, want to know any type of curses, magic, and all that would
I have
involve
learned.
hair?
I have learned much from
Basically giving him the
consuming.
ability to scry on it.
Don't talk over Tinky, please.
Oh, yeah,
I
sorry.
have learned much from consuming the women that used to live here. Their magic is no longer alien to me.
I understand the power that owning piece of someone can bring. Why do you wish to own such a thing of ours?
I collect hair, skin from any traveler that I do not consume. It allows me to keep track of what they do where they go.
I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine with that.
I'm not particularly comfortable about it, but I assume we all have to give it, or else we're not getting anything.
Yes, including the pet. The one whose mind I can barely feel.
I was gonna say which one.
Mm,
The one that
which
has a
one?
mind.
Are you speaking of Grim or Only Friend?
The one who is an animal. Animal thoughts. Instinct, I feel.
That isn't your
like I
um,
like I repeat,
Still
which one?
doesn't.
The one that
That is
walks on
still
two
very
legs or the
vague.
one that walks on four?
The one who does not think in language.
Alright.
So only friend as well, I think.
Yeah. I'll accept the terms. I'll go retrieve the hair. I'll stand up.
Okay.
Grim,
Yeah.
tuft of hair from you and Only Friend.
I will reach down, grab a handful of Only Friend's hair, and pull it
Just
off.
rip it.
Oh my god.
He only needed a tough.
Needed a little bit.
Is this what you
And
need?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure only friend sheds more than that.
You could just pet Only Friend and it would all come off.
Yeah, you could have just like grabbed his shed hair, but he ripped it.
1 damage.
And a little of yours as well. Either form will do.
Okay. I will also just tear a big bald spot.
I'll say, I mean, it doesn't matter. When you shift back, it immediately grows back, but whatever.
I'll head back inside. I remove my helmet and I'll take a few strands of hair off as I sit down.
I'll do the same.
You
for
set down the balls of tiger fur.
Yes.
That is more than I
Okay.
require. He takes like 2 or 3 strands from the tiger fur and puts the rest on the table.
Unfortunately, my companion doesn't quite understand what a few strands of hair mean.
I will use the rest for potions.
Feel free.
A were creature's hair is valuable.
Not to self, make a business of selling Basilius' were creature fur.
What? I'm not a were creature.
Not Basilius, Grim.
Grim is also not a were creature.
Or when he's shifted, I mean.
Yeah, he is a shifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shifter for potion supplies.
I will warn you now, he is not a were creature. He is a shifter.
Ah,
Is that-
a different kind of curse. Useless then. He just throws the rest of it in the fire.
Better than wasting potions.
And now you two. He motions towards Niall and Ezreal.
Yeah, he'll cut off a few like strands of hair.
He rolls it up in a little bag.
Niall is again still very suspicious, but he's like, okay, I guess I have to do this. Everyone
Look
else did.
This is what
Peer
we do.
pressure.
We make deals with foreign creatures.
Can I sense him on him now, or is it still like impossible since he's technically not moving much?
You can still sense it. It's there.
Alright, I'll try to see if I can sense motive.
On this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me sense motive. Let me check what a Mind Flayer's bluff is.
All players have high charisma.
It has high everything. Except
Yeah.
for strength.
I'm not... That makes a lot of sense.
Encephalon Gorger Psychic.
So did I get anywhere near the ballpark?
Let me check. I gotta roll for him.
Just well.
It's like one of his worst skills.
You just says the plus 15.
His motives seem very suspicious and alien. That's what I'll tell you.
No, duh.
Yeah, well,
Purple and
he is
orange
technically an alien,
morality.
so it is suspicious to me.
Wow, this guy speaks a lot of languages. Abyssal Echo, Dark Folk, Elder Thing, Migo, Dream Speak.
Does he know Necro?
He does not know Necrol. He knows Necronomus, which is a different type of Necrol. Riptoid,
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Undercommon,
that.
Yithian. Alright. Let's see.
He knows Yiffian.
No, he does speak the furry language.
Maybe you can yiff with him.
God.
That is
Could.
the act of speaking Yiffian.
He does.
Exactly.
He do be having tentacles though.
Stop. That's as far as that conversation goes.
I'm mad that Tinky made it a dude.
Mind flayers are genderless.
Nihil will
Hey, just like you.
True.
cut a little bit of his hair. Just like a tip from his like locks that he has in front of his face.
Okay. No, not the bangs. By the way, did you know that twice a day, mind flayers can, as a free action, cast haste on themselves?
So this guy can zoom.
God, that is really powerful. Let's see. I'm just looking at all the abilities he got. He's got like a grapple attack that deals intelligence damage.
Oh, wow.
Alright, next. So, he says, I will show you, in your mind, its location. He focuses on the group, and you receive a very vague but accurate map to a cavern nearby. Only about a few hours walk. Meaning you have to walk back and then take another tunnel that you didn't take. And then it's about an hour walk that way.
Nice.
He says, be warned. Last time I was there, it was not empty. But the creatures there are not as powerful.
What creatures are the ones dwelling in that section of the cave?
I did not see them, but I felt their minds. They were not smart, beast-like. The smartest among them was likely as smart as you. He motions towards Basilius.
Ah. Interesting.
Now, the trade is done. He stands up, and he motions a hand gently, and the door behind you opens.
If the time ever comes where you... Basilius is standing up as he says this. Where you are more interested in my proposition. Know that the above ground has much to offer. There are people, far more people, and more experiences to feast on. I could even arrange lesser devils, perhaps.
He says nothing to you psionically.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Now follow.
Alright, so do we follow the map to that location?
Yep.
Yeah.
The map that everyone sort of just knows psionically.
Yes.
Alright, we turn around.
Think he wasn't interested in giving us a mind player companion.
I mean, there's nothing really you could offer him that much.
Yeah.
Turns out, the way to the effectively decent cavern is actually through this one. And, give me a sorrow check, Grim. It's only an hour walk.
Guidance.
Yep, guidance,
with-
okay, +1.
This is an hour-long check, though.
I will guidance myself too. Is that a +2 or
They don't stack.
they don't stack? Okay.
I'm reading a thing about Mind Flayer breeding
Oh,
and how they breed.
oh yeah, they kidnap people.
And
I'm-
force little tadpoles into their brains.
The horrid squalor of the breeding pits.
Yeah, have you ever played
Yeah, technically, yeah. If you destroy one of them, doesn't they'll basically have a free for all, and the survivor becomes this huge giant worm monster.
Oh, that's what's called. That's the Elder Brain stuff, but it's slightly different on Arala.
Have you ever played Baldur's
okay.
Gate 3, Tinky?
I've not played Baldur's Gate 3.
The intro is all the players are captured by a mind
Yeah,
flayer.
yeah. They're like on a Mind Flayer spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that scene because it's just this giant tentacle looking thing.
All right.
21.
Nice.
21.
All right. Eventually, heading this cave widens out into the remnants of a completely unrecognizable temple complex.
No religious iconography I can recognize.
It's all worn by the water.
So whatever symbols that were there, they're long gone.
Yes. You step
Don't
through.
worry, we can put Vecna's symbol there.
You step through
A clean
pillars,
slate.
and you see the main room. Let me check.
Clean slate for the new followers.
Tell me when you're loaded in.
Loaded.
Loaded.
Not yet. I am now.
Okay, you step out, and you see a wide open cavern with high ceilings. Sort of dim but still visible ever burning torches are lit.
Oh.
Nice.
All around, you see harmless, but still quite large, but not large enough to hurt you, spiders, and spider webs everywhere,
Ooh.
as well as the bones of small, medium creatures and animals.
They're just gaping gaps.
And there's a giant hole that goes farther than your dark vision sees.
What about my seeing darkness?
You are not near the edge of the cliff.
Okay.
Get near it.
I'm gonna saddle up on the peripheral.
Wait.
All right, you step out.
I'm gonna flutter up in the air.
Okay. Looking down, Grim, this goes about half a mile down before hitting water.
Okay, so if someone falls, they would be okay.
Goodbye.
No, they would
Shove.
die. They would absolutely die if they fell like 1,000 feet and hit water.
I wouldn't.
But you see, these bridges are decently maintained, although covered in web. The only place there's no web is near the flames.
Alright, let me just take Only Friend and do the Lion King scene.
Circle life.
And then
Wait, no, which Lion
chuck
King?
him
Hold
up-
on.
And then just chuck
No,
him
no,
off the
which
edge.
Lion? Yeah, I was gonna say which Lion King? The one where he says the circle of life, or the one where basically Long Live the King?
There are multiple scenes with a cliff in the Lion King movie.
This,
Yeah.
You're right.
So, it is quiet besides the skittering of spiders and the distant, very, very distant clicking sounds.
Should we burn the webs away,
Yeah,
or
I can hear the clicking sounds now.
Well, let's
Yeah.
investigate everything first.
Yeah, here.
Okay.
Just so we
Vibrate.
know what it sounds like, Austin, start typing.
There you go, the clicking sounds.
The Star Empire just kind of like daintily floats.
Kicks Andre off edge.
I can fly.
First things first. I have to do this in the order of what happened. Austin, as you land here, you see something skitters
Oh, I don't
out.
land.
Oh yeah, well, as you fly over here, something skitters from behind this pillar. It doesn't skitter at you, but it skitters as you get close up
Wait.
onto the wall.
Is this an open area?
Yes, it's all open.
Oh, God, the fireworks horrifying, but awesome, but horrifying.
There's now a spider about the size of a Labrador, looking at you from the wall.
What's down this way?
As you peek in, you can't really get a good view unless you land because the what's it called? The tunnels do not have nearly as high of a ceiling. But what you can see is
Interesting.
the remnants of some kind of distillery.
Oh, neat.
I flutter. In addition to the spiders, this place seems to be definitely the remnants of a village of some kind. Down that hallway is what I think should be a distillery. Perhaps we could gain use out of the roaches.
Make a
Yes, it
perception
says
check,
it's a
Nile.
Nile for a perception check.
Guidance.
Perception. There we go. 22.
All right.
My keen elven senses.
As you look down, this door is ajar, so you can see into this room, and you see something move out of sight.
Oh. Nile will sound the alarm. He'll say, "There's something down there, and it is not a spider."
Azria, send this. Oh, did we ever learn that this thing's called a star vampire?
Nope.
Can we name them?
Jerry?
Azriel, name them.
Okay, well. God, well, I already know I'm just calling this thing the perforator since it likes to burrow. And this thing,
Steve?
George.
what's a good name? Yeah, let's call it George. Why not?
Hey, Azriel, send George down that hallway.
All right, he'll send down.
Okay, it sort of uses its tentacles to push the webs aside and peeks one of its eye stalks around the corner.
Fox.
Now, this is where George solos the entire encounter.
He can. I know my children very well. He can sell it.
You see, George sees this. He then comes
Only
back.
if they had. Only if they had higher intelligence and communicating with me in Necrol, that would be great.
Dumb question. Does George have 9 int? Or does George have, like, no int?
George is a zombie and therefore has no int.
He wasn't attacked immediately.
Maybe they're not. Maybe whatever's done, they're not incredibly hostile.
Everyone
No,
gather.
perforator.
Everyone gather around and I'll land here.
This is like a 10-foot gap and a fall to oblivion. But the perforator just sticks onto the wall.
Oh, can it actually climb on the walls?
Yes, this is repeatedly seen.
Well,
Grim is just like, come on, guys, dude.
Oh. I'll fly over.
It'll pick them. It'll pick both of them up.
Basilius flies over and holds a hand out and then George just grabs Graham and flies
But yeah,
over.
all the tentacles just hold them, and he just kind of just floats over like a blimp.
I have two
Wow.
all-terrain vehicles.
Well, I suppose you didn't need me there.
Sorry, I gave George the order quite quickly there.
There's a thump, and then more clicking.
Do you want me to hit in there first with the perforator to see what it is?
Hi.
As if on cue, when you say that, something crouches down through this tunnel and sort of looks around the.
Oh! My Vecna's name, what is that? Niall, any guess?
Yes, Niall. Do you know what
Niall,
that
Niall,
means?
you absolutely know what these are. They're very,
Oh, I
very
know.
common.
They
Especially
are-
in places that are irradiated.
Oh, those seem to be Ettercap ogres.
The ogres is new. Ettercaps are not that big.
Okay, it seems to be a larger version of something that I'm aware of called an Ettercap, a creature mutated by the energies that you can find down here.
It didn't seem to be hostile.
Ettercaps, you know, are known for building cunning traps out of webs. They build shelters out of webs. And they're not brave creatures, but their traps often ensure the enemy never even draws their weapon.
And yeah, he's gonna say, they don't need to be hostile. Ettercaps are very good at trap making and luring their unsuspecting foes into their trap.
Do we have access to
all-
fire?
We have
let
the
me-
ever-burning torches.
That ever-burning torches are not fire.
They look like fire and create light, but they're not fire.
So they are small rocks which have the a light spell cast on them. Let me see if I can make a flamethrower.
Hold on, let's see if I have any spells that use.
I can propel objects forward. Retaliate. Spiked carapace. Augment weapon? No.
I could use a trail by acid and fire and just fucking make a straight line of that shit.
As well. I need you to make a DC 15 reflex save.
Okay.
As this thing peeks around the corner and spits a big white glob at you.
Here we go. I can, in fact...
missed it by 2.
It hits you right in the back of the head, and you explode into just webs covering you and the perforator.
I immediately send the goddamn George to fucking kill that thing. Get that goddamn bastard!
I can expel bouts of flame.
You guys are like chatting, and Azel's just covered in web.
I'm gonna go over there and just
So
casually cut it, claw at it.
So I am going to...
As George goes through this tunnel, George is sort of pushing his way and squeezing through, and you hear a click. And George is hit with a spear trap.
Lamau?
Does it do any damage at all?
No, probably not.
Let's see. The spear needs to make an attack roll. That does hit. Deals 14 damage.
Oh, it did do damage.
So it deals
And how?
10 damage. So it deals 4 damage because 5 silver, 5 slashing.
It has DR 10 good.
It has DR. What's it called? Oh yeah, it does have DR 10 good.
So it probably would be only 10. Or not 10, I mean 4.
Oh yeah, it gets rid of its other DR and only has DR 10 good. One sec.
Yes. DR does not stack.
So, the spirit does hit into the side of the undead, and this sort of gout of blood appears. It just sort of splatters on the wall. And at the same time, a bunch of boxes from into the room fall forward and just pile up, making it very hard for George to get through.
Okay.
You then hear skittering away.
So I am going to reconfigure. I will drop my underwater and swim speed, and drop improved AC in order to take range attack, improved range attack, and energy blast. So I can now fire.
So wait, so
Gout-
your AC goes down?
Yeah, by 1.
Okay. Boom.
And I no longer look like a fish.
Infernal Knight.
Yes. So yeah, I'm back to my devil appearance, and I can fight. I have a flamethrower that does 2d6 fire damage.
What
Nice.
kind of roll is it?
Ranged touch.
Okay, you just have a. I'll get a flamethrower. One sec.
When I
Okay.
catch one of those fucking things, I'm gonna rip it to shreds.
Just a flat 2d6.
Yep.
All right. George is just trying to squeeze. He's not having a good time without an escape artist roll, which he's terrible at.
Yeah, that's true. This is George.
All right, let's head in. I'm gonna step down here.
Yeah, as you turn the corner, click.
I am flying above the ground if it's.
That does matter because it's a deadfall trap. But as you turn the corner and these creatures see you, there is a shriek of anger, and combat will begin.
Nice.
All right, well, everyone take their turn. I'm going back.
True, he is last. So,
Unless we know their language.
spiders. Yeah, they do actually speak common.
No, we're gonna murder them. Oh, so we can talk to them.
Which is weird because they speak common, but they don't speak undercommon.
Yeah, that is weird. But since they attacked me first, I'm gonna murder them.
One sec.
Self-defense, technically. Not really, but technically.
One sec. Let's get some exciting music. I wonder if I have any spider-themed combat music. I could literally just play the spider dance from Undertale.
No. I'd probably lose all
Another
focus.
Tale's such a good song.
What?
It is. I'd probably lose all focus, though.
Luckily, I have music from the combat ward, or the combat corner of Nex Remus. Not the combat corner, the Arachnid ward of Nex Remus. Let's see. Okay. This might be quiet, so you might need to turn it up. Niall, you hear the shriek and the skittering. What do you do?
But
Well,
I can't see anything, right?
No.
They're all out of sight from where I am right now. So wait, are we? We're not
Oh,
on
you're
the
on
grid.
the grid. That's fair. One sec.
I didn't mean to ask. Are these things sentient at Nile? Are they intelligent? Are they
You don't-
like civilized species?
They're sapient. Yes. They have a civilization.
And they speak common.
They are
Well-
sapient, capable of speech, and.
I'm gonna change
intelligent.
that. They speak Undercommon. It doesn't make any sense for them to speak Common.
So I'm 5 foot stepping here, and I will start a gather power action for the entire turn. So move and standard action.
Okay, so like a Dragon Ball Z power-up scene.
All the darkness in the area coming towards me, creating like a sphere of shadows around me.
Oh, grid. This Ettercap turns. He spits at you, Basilius. Make a DC 15 reflex save. Basilius, you're muted.
He's not here.
Yeah, he was. I just heard him.
Basilius, you're muted. They're gonna beat your ass if you don't talk.
Okay, I'll make it for him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in and out of the bathroom. My stomach is dying.
Make a reflex save, Basilius. You are having web spit at you. Okay. You
Hot.
have web spit at you. You're covered in web.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
From a regular cop, not an advanced one. So first things first, you immediately stop flying. You are considered entangled. Let's see. Web. You're entangled. DC 15 to break out using strength or escape artist. And if you are flying, you immediately fall.
Right, that triggers the trap under me.
Yes, which then triggers a deadfall trap. Which means you need to make another reflex save. However, with a -4 penalty for being entangled. Okay.
Oh no.
You fall 10 feet. It's not that bad. Into a pit of spikes.
Oh no!
That's not bad. I'll take 5.
So you are hit with the web, are immediately wrapped up. Your wings stop being able to flap, and you fall. You hit the ground. The ground gives way into like a punji stick trap. Yeah, that is not great for Basilius. 11. Spits down at you.
You're not covered in more webs?
Make a DC 15 reflex save with a -4.
Look, we can just say I fail.
Okay. You are covered
No,
in
this-
another layer of web.
Something I don't understand. Doesn't it seem like the 4 fucking idiots here staring it down?
Well, yeah, he does after spitting.
I was like, hello, good sir. We're gonna kick your ass in a minute.
That's it. That's the end. He realizes that after he's finished spitting down at Basilius.
Oh no, I made an error. My life is now in danger.
I think it's really funny that George does not have the compression ability, by the way. Even though he's like 90% air.
He has bones. That'd be fucked up if he did have bones. Ettercap Ogre 1. It will ready his attack if George decides to break through. Ettercap 2. Hey, Tiger's Offender.
Ha, fuck you.
Perforator.
If I could squeeze through.
Oh yeah, you can fit through there.
You
Hey,
can also move over me if you want, because I am 10 feet down.
Oh, really?
You could break through the rocks.
If Basilius does not mind that. The Perforator will fucking mess the fucking Freakazoid up.
Crunch. It reaches his arm up to hold the Perforator's mouth open as the Perforator is about to crunch onto it. It barely escapes. Ty goes to defender.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
These Ettercaps are actually bulky as fuck.
Yeah.
Only friend.
Can I charge? No, I can't. Perforator's in the way.
It is. Man, one more level till only friend is fully grown. All right, that
You can be a
will
big boy soon.
provoke from the Ettercap, unless you go around. Actually, never mind. It won't provoke. Crunch. We'll use yours.
Hey, okay.
Crunch down in the Ettercap. The exoskeleton cracks and this sort of greenish pussy goo spills out. Sort of swings the arm off until only friend lets go. George. Would George like to use his strength to attempt to just bust the fuck through here?
He will Kool-Aid man his way through, yes.
Was that secret? Did you see that roll? Okay, why is this set to
No,
secret?
I did not see the roll at all.
Okay. Boom!
Oh God.
That
Ready
does-
action?
Yep, that does provoke. Bite. He chomps onto it, but it's just like biting... It's like biting an octopus. You're not really able to tear through super easy.
Octopus is really good though.
I've never
Yeah,
had
no,
it.
It's tasty. It's tasty.
Ettercap Ogre 4. Yeah, it reaches one of its arms, because the bite... Let's see... It doesn't want to bite the Perforator because it doesn't look very good. So it will punch you, Azrael. Ah!
Ha,
It
bitch.
swipes widely over you. Because it's trying to kind of reach around the corner to get you. It's trying
I
to...
quickly I just lay prone on top of the Perforator.
Ettercap 1. That provokes from George.
Yes, George, kill them all.
The Ettercap is slashed. This music is too short and keeps repeating. Let's do some actual combat music. Oh god, I must play the Law and Order music. One sec. Battle of the Mountain. I'll use this one. Wait, why didn't it play? Oh, there it is. The Ettercap bites down on George. Crunch. 4 damage.
No damage though.
Yep, it does nothing, and George is immune to poison. Because yes, these things are very poisonous. Grim. Oh, sorry, no, they're venomous, not poisonous.
Try to get Basilius out of the pit.
He can't do that. Don't worry about me.
I'll say, yeah, he can fly once he's done.
I have a lightsaber that can just cut through the webs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget about that sometimes.
Got a roar.
Ooh, roar. Nice. Do the roar. Okay, first, make a fort save, which they both fail. Second, make a will save. Ettercap 11 cannot, Ettercap 11 is fine. Ettercap Ogre 4 hates you, though, and he's gonna beat your ass. But they both take, what's your level? 6? 3d6. Ow.
Damage.
There is a loud roar, and the whole cave kind of shakes from it. And the Ettercaps reach up and cover their heads in pain. Azrael.
I will stab. I will stab Ettercap 11. Do I have the mounted?
You
Yes.
have higher ground. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Man, having the guided sight is so cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it makes it everything. It just makes me in like close quarters combat just generally better with the higher ground also. Oh yes.
Ah! You just jab the sight through the Ettercap and it just falls over dead.
That's what you get for freaking shooting me with gross, disgusting webs.
Basilius.
Can I just cut through it with my lightsaber?
Yeah, you can just ignite it and it cuts through. It ignores all hardness.
Cool. I'll do that as my standard action.
Okay.
And then I'll fly up, pass through the perforator.
Alright. So now you are above the perforator. Right about the same level as Azrael.
Up here.
That will provoke.
Yep.
Crunch. It bites down on your arm and you just kind of shove it away.
Mm-hmm.
Creatures that you don't see go.
Oh,
Uh,
for all purposes, I am still flying, so only friend can move to the tile under me and full
Yes.
round.
Niall,
Okay.
make a perception check.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
14.
They rolled really bad on their stealth checks. You hear clicking and you turn to your... Because you're facing south, you turn to your left. And you see things crawling on the wall towards you.
More Ettercaps. Yay.
They are just like Spider-Manning across the wall.
I'll just knock them off the wall.
Just shoot the wall and just let them fall.
And the giant spider is following them.
Force push them. Just don't harm the spider. I want to make it a pet.
Okay.
Niall.
I don't think I can.
So, I'm going to. So I have 2 points of deduction plus another point of deduction from in the infusion specialization. So I have 3 points of deduction. I'm going to use the eruption form infusion, which is burn 2,
Oh, yeah?
plus
Okay.
the weighing substance infusion, which is burn 1. And I'm going to target this space here. That's here between the other caps, like right here.
How big is the eruption again?
It's a 10-foot radius, so it should affect all 3 of them.
Okay. Give me that roll.
This is the roll for damage.
Oh, wait,
It's
they just...
applied
Oh, yeah,
to-
they need to make saves, don't they?
Yeah, so they take normal damage unless they save against the DC of. So that's DC 10 plus my dexterity modifier, which is 4, plus the effective level of the blast, which is half of my level. So it's DC 16 reflex save to take half damage, basically.
Ettercap 6 is able to avoid the most of it. The other 2 get the full damage, though.
14 damage. And they will then need to save against the entanglement.
Reflex?
I'm taking on that, actually. Wing, infusion, medicine.
Because they have weight added to them, instead of being entangled, they will need to make a climb check or fall.
So it functions as entangling infusion, which is like, well, great. What's the entangling infusion? The DC is reflex. It's a reflex save versus the same DC.
Okay. They all need to make a climb check or fall.
Ooh.
They can spider climb with their weight, but it's not like magical spider climb. They have, like, They have like organs to do that with, so if they gotta check if they can hold. Let's see. Ettercaps. What's their climb check? I bet it's really good. Plus 14. I'll just give it the same DC. So DC 16, or is it 17?
16.
16. So if they roll a 2 or less, they fall.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay. They're pretty good at climbing, but they do take a lot of damage. Ettercap 13. Asshole, you duck out of the way as a glob of web hits the wall behind you.
I shall mark you for death next, you horrid abomination.
This one steps here. Spits at Only Friend. Only Friend jumps out of the way. The ogre steps forward and is gonna full attack George.
Nada, boy. You suck.
Lays into
Got
him,
aimed for.
but George is easily both dodging and resisting damage, as it no longer feels any pain. Ettercap 2. 5-foot step. Full round. That one hits, but does no damage. Perforator. Okay, we full attacking with the Perforator?
Full attacking, yeah, the ogre.
Nine, 10. Okay, the ogre dies. The Perforator, like, rears up and pounces forward and just impales the ogre, which stumbles backwards and then slams onto the ground.
Fear my undead might, you abominations.
Only Friend. Nice bite. Sadly, it does not hit, though. George. I assume we'll full attack.
Do you think?
Full attacking this motherfucker. Show him what real power looks like.
8, 11, 6, 11, 17, 30, 17, 29 damage to the ogre.
That was gorgeous.
Oh,
Ettercap 5. Do, 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 do. Oh, wait, no, he's entangled. He has to break free of that. Entangling infusion. 1 sec.
They can remove this condition as a standard action with a successful escape artist or strength check.
Oh, good. We're not good at
with
either of
the
those.
Same DC.
Oh, no, all their points are in trap making. Escape artist is technically better, so I'll roll that. Yeah, he can't let go. He realizes that because of the weight, if he lets go of the wall, he's gonna fall. So he cannot move. Number 6 breaks free of the weight. And then he moves, and that's his turn. He jumps onto this and rears his arms up. Ettercaps, by the way, are over 6 feet tall and are about 200 pounds.
Lamau?
So he, like, rears up his arms to make himself look big to scare you.
Oh God.
Let's see. Ettercap 1. 5 foot. No, it's not 5 foot step. That's just attack. Full attack, George. Ooh, that's a clean
okay.
no damage.
who's that attack?
I need to get some good aligned fighters in here to beat your undead's asses.
Yeah, you can try, motherfucker.
Grim.
Grim? Oh.
Gore.
Ow.
7 damage.
Okay, you smash your tusks into him, or your fangs, and pierce the exoskeleton, leaking at this sort of greenish, yellowy blood. Azrael.
Can I move with the undead perforator, or can the perforator
The
not?
perforator has already,
What happened? Did it get stuck?
oh no, the perforator, had to use its full attack, so therefore it could not move.
Okay, so, let's see, what are some of my spells?
I don't know. What did you prepare? You prepared
I did
burning. You
prepare-
prepared burning disarm. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And blinding ray. Interesting.
Yeah, because we were going into the Underdark, so I thought, yeah, why not? Which, speaking of blinding ray, I'm gonna shoot that one.
Who?
We're
Nile.
currently fight.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna shoot right at Niall's face, like, go fuck.
Oh God.
Secretly racist the whole time. All right, you fire the ray. Oh my god! I just realized. Also, Ettercaps have a light sensitivity.
Lamau?
So make a ranged touch attack.
Give me a second.
I mean, I assume most things down here will have light sensitivity.
Yes, blinding ray is actually super good against these creatures.
Yeah, that's why I took this, because they're a lot. They're in the Underdark stuff. Is there anything I select for range touch?
You
Or
go
is
to
it just-
when you go to your attacks, like an all attack, just scroll all the way down and you'll see range touch.
Okay, yeah.
And you do have high ground.
Oh, okay, that helps too.
It's over at a cap. I have the high ground. Actually, I have to stop you. Blinding Ray is a good spell, and you are locked from it.
Oh, okay, damn.
He is a neutral evil cleric, and he cannot use spells of the good descriptor.
Oh,
Damn.
he specifically can't?
Yeah, he specifically
I
cannot. Yes.
Okay.
Clerics
damn,
clerics cannot do spells of the opposite of their
Oh, yeah.
alignment. So like good clerics can't do
Damn.
stuff like what's it called? Like any sort of torture spells that are evil.
Lamau.
Alright, then let me do a quick check for any other spells.
Your god told you you're not allowed to shoot light beams at people?
Yeah,
It is blinding rays of sunlight. That's not really Vecna's thing.
it can be a blinding ray of darkness. You don't know.
Because
That's
what's it called?
Intervention.
Enervation.
Innervation.
What's it called? If the target has light blindness from light sensitivity or is otherwise vulnerable to bright light via RP, it must be saved. It must save or be blinded for 1d4 rounds and take a d4 damage per 2 levels. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I can't take that, so that ruined my entire plan. But either way, can I use Shadow Trap instead then?
You may. Shadow
I'm
Trap.
gonna say
Creature
another
must make a will save to negate.
I think that beats mine.
Shadow Trap level 2. Tiger's the defender.
Yep, it beat me. Well,
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh man, and the sadder thing, I did get a 25 on the hit, so. Poop. Yeah, poop.
Okay. Next. Up next, the giant spider.
You mean?
I'm gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the spider is actually coming to get me?
That's its whole turn.
Fuck that spider.
Why'd you say?
So cute.
It is.
You guys.
It is kind of cute.
Scared the
No,
shit.
listen, that picture doesn't make them cute. It makes them horrifying. Stop that.
What's it called? I'm also surprised. So, there's a thing. Where is it? Where is it? I'm surprised that. Azrael, you have not used any of your obedience powers.
You don't
what?
have any.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. I thought I was gonna say I thought Exalt would get them right away, but no.
No class gets them right away. They're 3rd level.
Oh, lame. Okay.
Yeah, I would have to. And we haven't leveled up in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that
Well,
long.
what can
Basilius.
what can I do with obedience powers?
Oh, well, I will talk about that later, because there's like a bunch of shit to go into. But,
Okay.
Basilius.
I will land here. And stat. Wait, 5. Wait. I was here. I'll
What?
fly. There's 10 feet above him, right?
No.
Okay. The ceilings are really shallow.
The ceilings are 10 feet.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just.
I'll say the ogres are like scraping up against them.
Okay, I'll just land here and attack. I will do a gut strike.
No, they're your belly.
Mm-hmm. So. And bop. Bop. Oh. Oh, only the first.
Ouch. Jesus, that hurts.
DC 14. Or be sickened. Alright. I damage him, so I get a free action intimidate.
Okay, go for intimidate.
And then I will swift action intimidate.
Nasty. Wait, since Basilius is flying, does he have high ground as well?
No, I dropped.
Oh,
I
Nice.
flew in and dropped to the ground, stabbing him.
Okay. I had this entire like role-playing turn planned, but now with the fucking spider there, I can't do it. Very pissed. So
try me, you little bastard. The minute I walk through that door, you're fucking done.
I'm a
Like-
CR1 enemy.
Nihil was going to be like when the Ettercap started flailing his arms around, making himself bigger. He was gonna like crackle scarlet energy in his hand, and he was going to say, "Yeah, show me the hope that burns within you. Make it clashed against the despair I bring." And then he was going to throw the.
But you can still
the
do that. The
scarlet
spider's
energy
just in the background.
Yeah, spider's just looking, just chilling. So yeah, I 5 step back. I
Fuck you, Techie.
He's cute. He's a cutie.
No, he's not. No, other spiders are. That one's not.
The Ettercaps are cuter than that spider?
Yeah, they don't look that bad. They look adorable in a dumb way.
They also look spidery if you look at them closely.
Yeah, I know they look spidery, but the other one just looks too hyper realistic.
They look toned. If you look at
think they are.
zoom in on the Ettercap and look at his thighs, he's ripped.
They
Yeah,
got
no,
a
they have
Huge.
muscle. Yeah, I know.
Okay, Niall.
huge dead energy.
I'm not as
going on.
afraid as.
So I gather power with my move action, which means I have a reduction of 2 because I get the 1 for infusion specialization. I'm gonna do exactly the same thing I did last turn, which means that I'm gonna take 1 point of burn to do an eruption and weighing in the same infusion, and I'm going to drop it right here next to the spider, so it affects both the spider
Alright.
and the Ettercap.
Ettercap takes half, spider takes full.
Okay, let's roll the attack.
Ettercap is not weighed, spider is.
Oh, that's not good. Anyway, 19 damage to the spider
Aw, fuck,
and
dude. He explodes.
and 9 to the other cap.
Yeah, you just channel his energy and slam down, and the just like it's black, and she's like, no.
There's like this pillar of scarlet energy erupts from the ground, and the spider disintegrates.
The Ettercap is very badly injured, but is not stopped by the blow.
This is not good. Anyway, that is my turn.
Don't worry, I'll turn around as soon as I
Ettercap 13 will use the withdraw action. That's it.
Mm.
He's running away.
Yes.
He's gonna tell his dad on you. Ettercap will 5-foot step, and then now seeing Basilius is very scary, will spit web at him. Make a reflex save, Basilius.
Oh my god, I got this.
It's hit in the face with web.
You missed it by one.
You are entangled. Ettercap over 1 will continue to square up with this giant monster. Slam. Oh, he almost
try,
does a
Tickle.
point of damage.
Good try, Tickle. Fuck.
By the way, I love on the Ettercap ogre art that they're just regular spiders just crawling all over him. He's just chilling.
That's true. They're just kidding.
Ettercap 2 will also full attack. They're trying to hold George back.
You cannot hold back power.
The power of George.
The power of George.
Perforator.
How about now, big boy?
Could you turn
Just
this?
smack that boy in the face.
Now what we need is a group of undead Ettercaps.
If I had more dice, I probably would take the ogres as one.
Only friend. So the ogres are only 4 hit dice. They're actually not
Yeah,
that.
but
I'd say they're not that strong. Only friend.
And,
Attack with it.
aren't I basically maxed at the moment because the two?
Ow.
Good.
What is wrong with only friend today? Oh.
He got a solid bite on one of them.
Oh, he's just rolling very
Very
bad. Undead George.
Full round.
Seven, 6, 8, 6, 14, 20. Okay, that kills the ogre. Falls over dead.
Ultimate power.
Ettercap 5 will attempt to break free again. No. Ettercap 6 will, now seeing the giant monster, will use the withdraw action and skitter away, but he has reach.
Oh, you little coward.
As it turns around on the wall and tries to skitter away, the perforator rears up and impales it through the back and sticks it to the wall with a spike.
Oh, even in your cowardness, you fight.
And then the perforator pulls out and the Ettercap falls.
Nice.
Ettercap 7 will attempt to break free. God, they're really not good at it. You think for a creature that climbs around a lot, they'd be decent at escape artist.
True.
The Ettercap will attack, and this time it's flanking. No. Grim. Alright, I can reveal the rest of this area to you.
Oh god. Sorry.
Hey, you turn the corner, and you see something coming from the corner as well. Oh, the corridor as well. Bless you.
Thank you. I need to go and close the door.
Azrael.
I can't reach any of the other Ettercaps, and they're stuck to the wall at the moment.
Not unless
flank them now.
I was like, not unless you 5-foot step
Wait, actually-
one to the right and then
I'm not gonna
channel.
do that. True, but both of them are stuck to the wall, so they're not gonna be a threat at the moment, at least. I think I'm just gonna hold my attack action then, see if one of them decides to come over.
Alright. Basilius.
I am Basilius.
True.
Only friends got that. I'm gonna
No
make
joke.
sure.
No joke, he ain't lying. Basilius and Grim, I'll explain. This is a sort of poorly built wooden wall here.
Hmm.
And these are barrels of ale. All these barrels you see around you.
I will blast the Ettercap.
Number 14.
Yes.
Okay, use your flamethrower attack.
I have to reopen my attack frame to get it. Attack frame. Blah blah blah. Attack, weapon, flamethrower.
He just sidesteps.
Fuck you. Flies away.
Nile.
Let's see.
Another eruption.
Probably, since there's 2 of them left. Gather power, and then eruption right here.
They both take full
That-
damage.
No infusions or anything. 20 damage to each.
There's just a blast of this horrific energy, and when the blast fades, it's just ash. Or not ash, but dust.
Nihil is behind Azrael. He is not laughing maniacally. He is just looking at the explosion, and he says, "Their hope was not enough to allow them to live."
I
Ettercap-
respond with, well, they were technically stuck to the wall, so I don't think they had much of a chance.
Ettercap 13 uses the withdraw action again, and runs behind his big dad.
Technically, Grim will be aesthetic because since it is God, he can fight giant monsters. Enjoy it.
Ettercap 14 will go in on OnlyFriend. I almost said OnlyFans.
We'll go all in on OnlyFans.
True, just like my bank account. One of the claws hits OnlyFriend, but it only does 3 damage. Ettercap 2. Okay, full attack. They're gonna be stuck with George for a while.
Or until he does his next multi.
Undead Perforator.
Since you said he had a burrow speed, could I technically like tunnel through one of these walls?
It has a 10-foot burrow speed, so technically yes, you could. I forgot
But
I forgot that Perforator has 70-foot movement speed.
But the question is, can
Azrael,
Azrael...
why don't you move around the other side?
The thing is, listen, can Azrael be on the perforator
No,
while
it
it's
cannot.
burrowing?
You cannot be on the Perforator while it burrows.
Could I?
And it also, the Perforator, when it burrows, does not create tunnels. It moves its body, leaving rubble behind.
So it basically forces itself through material.
Yes. Like it perforates the material. It doesn't open it up or dig. It puts its body through it while tunneling quickly.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I put a saddle on one of these guys.
You did put a saddle, but if you were to be on the back of it while it perforated, you would be crushed
I didn't
instantly.
mean perforate it. I mean when it did the spider climb and tried to climb on the wall.
Oh, you want to move this way?
Could I stick on? Could I hold on to it? Like, would I have to roll for that?
Not if it just moves at normal speed. If it double moves, yes, you will have to.
Okay, so I just wanted to move its normal speed then.
All right.
Well, normal speed is 70 feet, so...
Yeah, either way.
Okay, let me reveal this. Okay, that's a move.
I have to go and close the door. I'll be right back.
Ettercap Ogre 2. It crouches and gets through here, then stands back up again.
There's no way in hell it's making it through that hallway.
I know, that's why I didn't bite through the door. Crunch down on Grim. Grim, you take 10 damage. And you must make a fortitude save versus poison.
Wait, did you run away, Azrael?
No, he's going around.
Well, I'm going around.
You don't
How
even know there's a
dare you?
pathway. No.
How
You
dare
don't even know
you?
there's a pathway down that way. No, I mean before you went there. You had never seen this area
I'll
before.
say, it's a wild guess.
He's just trying to move around. Is like, okay. First of all, do not consider him a coward. He is not a coward. That's it.
I didn't say you were a coward. I just said in character you just ran away.
Yeah, and in character he shouts out, "I'm going around."
You don't know there's an around in character.
Well, I'm taking a guess.
Okay. That is not enough for it. You are poisoned. You take 2 dex damage. And you take 2 dex damage every round for 10 rounds. Only friend. I assume full attack, right? Grim?
What?
Are you gonna full attack with only friend?
Oh yeah.
Azrael is hurt by Basilius's words.
What words?
I'll say there were no words exchanged. Besides, I'm going around! And he's just out of sight.
Yeah, well, like out of character for him calling him a coward. How dare you?
I didn't even call you a coward. I never said the word coward.
I
Let's see.
swear I heard you say it.
No, you just said running away. Okay, with 3 attacks, that takes out one of the Ettercaps.
Yeah, I was gone for a moment and then I came back and I saw that you had just ran away.
Grim. First things first, make a fort save to try to get rid of the poison. Alright, that's 1 save. The poison does not affect you, and if you roll 1 more time next round, the poison will be done. It's
Okay.
your turn.
Swift action, Bone Claw,
Bone Claw.
or whatever, Bone Fist.
Bone Fist, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, that's a much cooler sounding spell.
5-foot step. What happened?
There you go.
Okay.
Now you get all your attacks with a +2 to damage. It's the Grim full attack time. You haven't full attacked in a while. Ow. Ow, that's a lot of damage, actually. Even though you only hit twice, that's still, 20 damage. You smash into the ogre with one of your claws, and then headbutt it with your gore. And you sort of pierce holes in its relatively soft belly.
Did he accidentally bite into a couple spiders as well?
Azrael.
Let's see. Can't do anything in here. I see this is a path, right?
Yes, that path is too small for your perforator to move through. It will have to squeeze at half speed.
Okay.
You could also jump off and run yourself. That is not the way. You have to jump off and then make the corner and then go like that.
Yeah, I forget I need a...
The perforator would end up here.
Do you want to double move?
Yeah, sure, I'll double move. So that would be 60 feet?
Yes.
This is when Tanky rearranges the map and said there's a solid wall here.
I did not draw this map. Unfortunately, did not. I'm not that good. Alright, as you turn the corner, you see Grim duking it out with, and this Ettercap licking its wounds in pain. As well as you see, turn this Ettercap.
Oh, hello.
Basilius.
Well, I can't really help you that much. I'll move here.
So yeah, Grim and the Ettercap are like fist locked together, and are like just wrestling.
I point my thought blade at the Ettercap and shoot a gout of flame over Grim's head.
Alright. That...
Does not hit.
I have to check something, because it's... Oh no, even with the size... Even with the size penalty, it wouldn't hit. Sag.
I will swift action intimidate it, though.
Alright. Give me an intimidate. Niall. He is shaken.
Okay.
Oh my god, look at the new token for the fear. Copyrighted token.
He is shaken for 4 rounds.
So Niall is going to just regular blast, no fancy bells and whistles, the Ettercap 14.
Alright, give me a blast. That barely misses. You channel the void energy forward, and the Ettercap dodges out of the way while fighting with Only Friend. Ettercap 13 sees a target that it's not afraid of, and will therefore charge you.
Oh, yes.
It leaps in front of you, and chomps forward as you bring your arm up, in just sort of instinctive defense. It bites down on the mithril shirt. It's like that scene from Lord of the Rings. Ettercap 14. Also, by the way, I'm just talking about Lord of the Rings now. You remember the scene where Frodo gets stabbed, but he's fine because he has the mithril shirt?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have that shirt when Shelob stabs him? Does he, like, lose it, or... Does it not work? I don't know.
Well, isn't that the reason why he's not dead when they find him later?
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen it. I might have to rewatch the scene. But
Maybe
the Ettercap full attacks, Only Friend. A clean 13 damage. So Only Friend. And Only Friend must make a fort save. Only Friend takes 1 dex damage. Ettercap 2 now sees that George is a much bigger threat and will use the withdraw action to run away, but is provoked.
Coward. Die like I'm Ettercap.
Just the first one. That's Tygo's defender.
Your death shall hurt more, since George does not leave an opponent alive.
Perforator. We'll do the squeeze.
He'll attempt to squeeze through.
There you go. That's a 1 move. Now double move gets him here. Ettercap Ogre. He's afraid of Basilius. Will 5-foot step back and punch Grim.
Step up.
Oh, step up. Yep. He swings wild, and that's the reason he doesn't hit you, is because as he swings where you were, you quickly step forward and set him off guard. Only Friend. I assume we'll do a full attack.
Yes.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's a lot of damage. A clean 13 damage. Pretty good.
Same amount it just received.
Undead George. Will George chase?
Yes, George will chase his foe. As technically, that's his dinner.
Double move. He has to difficult terrain squeeze. He's only got 30 movement. There you go. That's a double move for George. Actually, technically, he could go here. Grim. Grim is gonna step up and down smash.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me just double check something. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
Ow. The Ettercap perishes. You walk up, bite 2 claws, and then the final hit, you just headbutt the Ettercap's stomach with your fangs, and it just like eviscerates him, and he falls to the ground dead. Azrael.
I stab at thee in the face.
You do so. By the way, has anyone seen these these cute little creatures here on the map? What are they doing there?
They are. Hopefully, they are there because I might want one.
You slash forward, and the Ettercap dies.
The question is, are they actually there?
They're not
Yeah, that's
actually
what I
there.
said.
That's a
Yeah.
folly of the map. The Ettercaps would eat them if they were there.
That's crap.
Basilius.
All right.
At the end of the hall, you see Azrael and the Perforator just slicing down another one.
I can't actually. The funny thing is, this is only 25 feet of movement, but I cannot move another tile forward. Oh wait, can I move here?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. So I thought there was more wall there.
No, it's fine.
And I cannot see around the corner. No, fuck it, let's double move.
Alright, you step into this room, which triggers the final part of the fight. I gotta roll more initiatives.
Relevantly, if there are traps there, I do fly.
There are no traps this far into the nest. You walk straight into where all the eggs are kept. Alright, you step in. That's double move.
Yeah, I fly right up to them because I don't want to get webbed again.
Alright,
Like,
Niall.
Me, like I just believe.
Oh, this guy gets an attack against me.
Alright, yeah, sure, they'll take it. But
I am fair.
chomp. He bites onto you, but just hits metal. Niall.
So, I'm going to gather power, and then negative, and then empower my negative blast and hit the Ettercap with it. Hopefully, I don't know how can I empower things, but
No, empower is just something you do afterwards. So empowered means it does 50% more damage. So just roll, and then then we'll do 50% more afterwards.
So that's a 22.
Yep, that's 22 damage. Nope, 21 damage. Nope, 22 damage.
Thank you.
You blast the void energy at this weapon and just poof, goes flying. Only friend looks back at you like he's in the office, like and you're the camera. Ettercap 14 is dead. He's no longer on the initiative. Ettercap 15. Here he is. Ettercap 2 continues to run away.
I like a man thing.
He will use the withdraw action to run away out of sight.
Could George still fit through these, or are they too small?
You'd have to squeeze. This guy also has to squeeze, but he can double move here. Perforator.
Right here to this Ettercap.
Alright. Crunch. Ow, my face. Alright. Now we get to the actual scary people. One sec.
They don't look as big as I thought they would.
This one runs around the corner, sees Basilius, and he sticks his claw out. And you hear... there's a tuft of magical energy.
Is he speaking Undercommon?
He is casting a spell using Undercommon, yes.
Hmm.
1 second. These guys are psychics. However, luckily for you, they are not powerful psychics. But, first thing he does is he will shadow trap. You watch the shadows around you form and begin to reach and grasp at your legs. Make a will save, or be entangled.
You stole my entire shit.
That is enough. They're not very smart.
Lamau.
They're psychics with 10 int.
That is funny.
Isn't that like DC 11?
Yes. They are only been given psychic
Holy
abilities.
shit!
I was gonna say yes. They're only given psychic abilities due to exposure to the phase risks.
Dude, that dude is making any will saves we direct at him.
Oh,
Hey, give me a
that's
give me a
what.
second and
That
I'll
is
be
a
there.
typo. That should be 3. It's not 38. Only friend.
Actually.
That's a wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just saw his will save. What the fuck?
You know what? Nope. I'm making a canon. They just have will 38. Ettercap 10. Full attack Basilius. None of them hit. Undead George, I assume, continues to chase.
Yeah, double move and squeeze through.
He gets to the door. 1 sec. And yeah, there are 3 alpha Ettercaps. Ever heard of it?
It's a triumvirate.
Ettercap 16 turns around and sees George, and will attack it. Stepping up,
Oh,
which
so you
provokes from
chose him to
George.
die like a man.
Bite. Ow.
That does nothing.
Ettercap
Wait,
will...
what?
That was
Good.
George's bite because he provoked. The Ettercap also bites back, but does no damage. Ettercap 8 is up next with the Perforator and will full attack it because it has nowhere to go. Dealing no damage. Ettercap 17 will chase after its alpha. Alpha Ettercap 1 turns, points at the Undead George, and will cast
Disintegrate.
Mind Thrust 1,
What does that
which
do?
immediately fails. Because George has no intelligence score.
He looks shocked, Pikachu face.
He's just like,
Oh shit!
Fog.
he's pogging, yes. The Alpha Ettercap then backs away. Ettercap 9, full attack. Basilius is getting swarmed and just knocking them away with his shield. Grim.
Yeah.
You are free of the poison, Grim. You turn the corner and see this mess.
They are just out of range.
That is a good roar right there.
I will swift action Iron Beard,
Okay.
buff up my
Your
AC.
fur grows an iron-like texture.
And then I will roar. Sorry, Basilius.
Everyone here makes a fort save. Basilius fails. Ettercap 17
I
fails.
didn't even roll. Oh,
I rolled,
you rolled for me.
yeah, I pressed the roll button for everybody.
Lame.
Basilius, Ettercap 17, and Alpha Ettercap take.
Wait, doesn't this mean I'm compelled to attack Grim?
No, he can choose to.
Yeah, he can choose that it doesn't affect you. 14 damage.
What type of damage?
Hey, that hurt.
It's sonic damage. Which means, yes, it is magical damage.
What the fuck?
I forget. Does Cure Wounds is a touch spell, right?
Yes.
You've compelled my hostility, Grim.
Prepare to get your ass beat.
Then they almost make will saves. Except for Basilius.
Of course, it's a 53.
Yep, that's just canon. 17 and 14, they look at you. They're going to beat your ass. Oh, no, not 17. 17 and 9, they look at you. They're going to beat your ass. The other ones are going to focus on Basilius. Azrael.
I will double move.
Yep, you turn the corner and see this mess as well.
Like, oh shit, this is a menagerie of fuckery.
Basilius. Now would be a good time for, like, some sort of magically gifted saved lightning bolt.
I wonder who had one.
It was cool, though, to shoot it just for no reason, though. It was pretty rad.
Grim hasn't had magic like that. Of course he would use it right away to figure out what it was.
What do you want
Does
to
that
do?
provoke?
That would provoke, yes.
Oh no, wait, technically Ken's compelled to attack.
No, it doesn't stop them from attacking. It just means they go after him.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second.
I believe they must make a will save? Either way, none of them hit you. Niall.
Okay.
You see...
What do you mean, Niall? I'm not done.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Basilius. Niall, get back.
I moved. Anyway, I walk up to the alpha, and
We haven't heard your voice, so we thought you finished.
You walk
I
up and you
apparently
down
muted.
smash.
Yeah. Only the first attack.
Imagine not pressing the single button and just saying only the first attack every time.
And with that, you know what's happening.
Okay, you slash the alpha. Okay, he's intimidated. Barely. He's now shaken. No, he's now frightened.
Surrender, I say in Undercommon. That's my turn.
Now Niall. Niall, as you walk down, you see Onlyfriend is pawing at the wooden gate. Or the wooden wall. As well. Let's just kind of
There's
walk
a
by.
wall there.
Yes, there is a wall there.
Can I use my gravity control to move here? Because it says I can use my standard action to move up to 60 feet in one direction. Is this like...
Can you point at the thing?
Oh,
Press
you
You
space.
can't,
teleport inside the room.
you can't see my my ruler, sorry.
The space bar.
Here.
Yes.
So basically... Okay. As a standard action, I'm gonna
Okay, you just
basically-
fly over there.
fly here. And then I guess I can't open the door, right?
There is no door.
Oh, it's
It
just
is.
a
It's just
gate?
a. It's just no. It's just a shitty wall.
It's just what? Sorry.
It's just a shitty wall.
Oh, I Okay, well,
You
that's my
could
turn.
teleport. Well, if
You
yeah,
could
give my
with any amount of force, you could just blow it up or knock it over.
Could I then use my because I did say it's 60 feet in any direction. So could I just keep going with my fly thing and just burst through the wall?
I mean, it's worth noting you don't know there's anything on their side, so that would just be you effectively slaying it.
No, I mean the wall is bad enough that you can see through it, kind of. I mean, you see movement in there now that everyone's like fucking fighting. I mean,
Yeah.
you could give me strength.
Would that be strength though? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you are still slamming you're slamming your body against it.
I mean, in that case, then it's not worth it. I'm not
Yeah.
slamming through
I was about
the wall.
And it would hurt you pretty bad.
let my perforator do at least one attack against the wall, then I'll let you in.
Your perforator's on the other side of the map.
I'm in George. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay,
Alright.
I'm just gonna stay here, and I don't think I can gather power.
That's a move
Yeah,
action,
no.
yeah, you could.
But the thing is, I don't know if it counts for the next turn, because gather power specifically says you either gather power as a move action for a blast that you use on the same turn, or you gather power as a full round action for a blast that you use the next turn.
Okay, yeah, then no, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Move action, come over here and join us.
But I'm going to attack from the other side, do like a pincer attack.
Let him do what he wants. I'll just.
Ettercap will. He does not like Grim, so he will move towards Grim. Provoking from Basilius.
Thought it was 17 and 9.
You're right. He will attack Basilius. That almost gets you, Basilius.
Mm-hmm.
Ettercap 2. Now that he's run away, and there's actually things in the room now, he will turn to fight George.
Yeah, finally, he will die like a man.
George does not have combat reflexes, so he does not provoke twice.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Oh, sorry, that should only just be the bite. Ettercap over. 5-foot step. Attack Basilius. Crunch. You were just repeatedly being pummeled, Basilius, from all angles.
I could do a blast, but
Perforator.
I'll probably hit you guys. Full round, just murder him.
Overkill, but I appreciate the full round. Death.
Because on his next turn, if anything of them are still alive, I want him to burrow through one of these walls.
Alpha Ettercap. He will use the withdraw action. He will then enter this room and realize that it's not much better in here.
Yeah, George. He's just sitting there fighting off two of his children.
Alpha Ettercap 2 will walk up. Look at Basilius.
I did give them a chance to surrender.
And we'll give you the classic oh, this is funny. The Alpha Ettercap does a dance and waves his arms around, casting spells on his compatriots. These folks, 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 hit dice, and is a 4th level psychic. I will put a marker on them so we know who they are. So they know who they are. I'm gonna do. Can you see this marker? One sec. If you mouse over them, can you see the marker?
No.
No.
Okay, one sec. Let me get a marker that's visible. What of that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's visible.
He casts Absurdity. Any creature that attempts to intimidate the target is instead perceived as having exaggerated facial features, making them funny.
Well, they already look funny to us.
They are
so what?
immune to gaining spooked, shaken, and scared. They have a 50% chance to negate shaken when they are intimidated. And any spells that would fear them are completely ignored.
Well,
Oh, now we just
they lose that when they're in 10 feet of me.
However,
Oh, yeah.
however, these targets no longer can notice potential threats. They have a -10 to sense motive, -2 to AC, and -2 to initiative.
That would be great if I wasn't an anti-paladin.
Yes.
Yeah, technically they
But
lose that
he
immunity.
sees you scaring them, so that's immediately what he does.
Yeah.
Does he notice it doesn't work? That
That-
aura
Oh, he'll
fades?
notice when
Oh,
I
he
intimidate
notices
them.
immediately, yes. Only friend.
Only turn can try busting through the wall.
Gonna start scraping through the wall.
Hey,
You break through the wall. Smash through. There's now an only friend-sized hole. Ettercap 10. 5-foot step. Grim. Undead George. Full attack. Ow. 8, 10. Okay, one of the Ettercaps is dead. The other one takes 7. Ettercap 7. 5-foot steps to be a badass.
Will save.
True. He loses the attacks. He does nothing. Alpha Ettercap 1 turns. 5-foot step. Basilius. The Ettercap chant. He touches Ettercap Alpha 2 and casts Blood Blaze. Any creature that is hurt within 5 feet of this creature sprays burning blood, dealing 1d6 fire damage to the person who hit them. Ettercap 9. This one is gonna 5-foot step. No, he'll just walk towards you. You can provoke if you want.
Sure.
It bites down on Grim, but does not do damage. Grim. Full attack with +2 extra damage. Okay, bite. One of the other caps dies. Azrael.
Do you think you're good enough, Basilius, to stay there, or do you want me to go heal you? Is that a heal?
What?
He's asking if you want him to come heal you.
The only person who has damaged me in like a month has been Grim.
Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
What about Blood Blaze?
You could go heal only friend.
I'm immune to fire.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that.
I wouldn't have enough movement to get to him.
That's why I laughed when you casted it.
I just thought you thought it was funny.
I,
Like just
I'm
it's a
immune
funny
to-
spell.
I'm immune to fire and cold, and I have
Could I
acid resist
squeeze-
10.
Can I squeeze past Grim to go?
You can walk. Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
can
can
do
walk
that.
through allies.
I'll stand right here
Attack
and
of
attack.
opportunity.
No, because he 5-foot stepped. He attack? I assume with the
Yep,
scythe?
hold on, give me a second.
Ow.
Wow.
I know it's usually minimal damage.
Basilius.
This is gonna happen no matter what.
Alright, full round.
Okay, make an attack.
First, second. With the hit, I will free action intimidate.
You are sprayed with his boiling blood, although you don't seem to react. Okay, he is definitely afraid.
I will 5-foot step toward the alpha, kind of twirling my lightsaber. I will look him in the eyes and swift action intimidate him.
He's also intimidated.
And I will say, you're in Undercommon. Your paltry magic has no effect on me. This is your last chance to surrender before we slaughter your tribe.
Okay, give me another intimidate.
Oh. I have to click back onto Basilius.
Alright. The Alpha Ettercap steps back and raises his hand up as in supplication. He says, End fight! End! The other Ettercap look confused, but eventually stop hostilities.
I'll shout back. Azrael, call off your monsters. Grim, stop slaughter.
One more, please.
But George was enjoying feasting on them.
Niall squeezes through the tiger hole, and the combat is over.
I heard Basilius say things.
I mean, yeah, he's
Yeah.
shouting in this cave. You definitely heard him.
Nihil looks disappointed. He was just about to give the Ettercaps a boost. He was gonna be like, fight for your lives, you bastard. And then they all just surrender, and he was like, seriously? This is the extent of your hope?
Ugh.
Okay, you gather what remains of the Ettercap tribe in this room. The one who steps forward to speak is their big boy Alpha.
Ironically, he's smaller than the ogre.
Yeah, but the ogres only have 4 intelligence.
No, I'm just saying the word "big boy" makes it ironically funny.
The alphas are looking over the Ettercaps and like tending to the wounds.
There was unfortunate slaughter today.
And if one attack, one provoked me first.
Yeah. Your
The Etter-
tribe
what's it called?
attacked us as we were
The
exploring.
Ettercaps are just cowering. And the Alpha is the only one standing up, just barely, because he's very badly hurt.
Do you want me to heal him, Basilius, at all?
Not yet.
I don't know. As a sign like of goodwill.
Not yet. Speak up. Speak to me.
Why you come?
We were exploring and your clan attacked us.
No. Attack. This is our land.
You didn't say that. You merely attacked.
I can clearly remember one
No.
of your kin shooting, trying to web me from afar.
No friends. Deep.
Well, now you're faced with with 2 options. You may choose to serve me or perish.
Who are you?
I'm Basilius Alzario. I'm a ruler of the lands above and soon the lands below.
When you mention the lands above, all the Ettercaps hiss, and the ogre just like shakes his head. Sunland.
Remember, they're from the Underdark, so they're sensitive to light.
I know.
Terrible place.
A terrible place that I have conquered.
Why you come here if you live in Sunlands?
I desire more land.
Isn't that the reason of just exploration, territory, profit, stuff like that?
My conquest extends to the lands below my territory. Everywhere will one day belong to me.
This place belonged to strange before dwarves.
Did they have pale skin by any chance?
Pale, no. Dark ash. We took. Now it was our lands. The Ettercap Alpha hisses.
It's surprisingly weak for people who manage to conquer Duager.
Many more before conquer. New clutch has not hatched.
So we basically came at a bad time for them.
Well, in any case, you will either serve me or perish. Devote your clan to my name, and make tributes of Ettercaps to serve in my armies.
Or die.
Yes.
The Alpha Ettercaps gather and think.
I go over and whisper to the others. What about the roach folk?
There's plenty of room in the Underdark.
So are they gonna share this place with them?
There's an hour's worth of tunnel.
The tunnel is just about as wide as you. It's not really a live tunnel.
Oh.
So yeah, they would have to live here with them. There looks like there's decent space, but eventually they would have to expand on their own.
We'll find space
I mean,
for them.
both the Ettercats and the Roach folk will probably expand quickly,
Yeah.
especially if they work together.
They can make
True.
lots of mongrels.
Yes,
True,
Ettercap, Roach folk.
Technically-
Ettercaps breed via eggs. It's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Well, technically speaking, oh, I was gonna say, fuck, I lost my train of thought.
But yeah, I can write like bloodline contracts, right?
Nothing stopping you.
Yeah,
Yeah, like kind of the same thing as I wrote for us.
like what I was thinking is like, if we can come to agreement with the leader of the Roach folk and the leader of the other cats that they live here and do not try to murder each other, they might like technically the other cats can work as like guards of sorts, defending the area while the Roach folk look for food and stuff.
It really depends. It depends on what kind of infrastructure. This place is pretty damn small.
There's a
Well,
big open area down here.
Yeah, there's a
We don't
big
know how
open
big.
area down here.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. We have to explore.
Yeah.
I think it might be better to find a new place for the Ettercats, and give this to the Rich folk because this has a lot of more infrastructure the Ettercats can't/won't use.
Yeah, like all this shit is just webs and old boxes. Ettercaps don't really need things.
We could move the Ettercaps to the pond area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty small, and it could work. They can work as like a guard for that area. So if anybody that tries to get down or come
'Cause
out of the Underdark,
I want to wall up the
Burger route.
yeah, like stone wall, a thick stone wall.
but won't they eventually
I mean,
attempt to,
you
like
can
break
just
through?
collapse the tunnel. If you just collapse the
True.
tunnel, it'll be better
I
than
could
the stone
I,
wall.
I could try getting my
That's true.
perforator just a tunnel to specific spots to see if we try collapsing
He
it.
did not leave rubble behind, so he couldn't collapse.
He
the tunnel
does.
like
He
that.
does leave rubble behind.
Oh.
It was said
Yeah,
while
so
you
he
were in
can-
the bathroom.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, he can leave rubble behind. So I just
Never
needed
mind,
the
yeah.
tunnel
Yeah,
through.
I was gonna say the thing has a burrowing speed, but it does not leave tunnels. It leaves rubble behind.
Okay, yeah, that's possible. We'll probably have to talk to the dude before we do that. The mind
Hey.
flayer.
The main alpha now has unique art and a name.
Oh, nice.
Boggly.
I assume that means he's accepting.
He says, "Where we go?"
Ah.
Man, this is gonna be the whole campaign. Kill people, displace them. Kill people, displace them.
That's what tyrannical rulers do.
We search. We find suitable location.
You're also using caveman speak.
Hey, he has to.
I mean,
he has to make sure.
I'm speaking how they speak, basically.
He's
We
using
search-
undercommon.
We find suitable location and
Is that
create
that
safe
Nile
place
speaks, son?
for you and your folk.
Bogleach has no choice but to accept. Ettercaps are cowardly at heart.
I will tell my companions to search around, inspect the area, notably over here, and I will sit down with Bogleach and write up a contract.
Alright, so I'll explain to you what this area has. First things first, this city has an ever-flowing spring.
Nice.
Ever-flowing spring, so they have like a
Two of
permanent
them.
source of water.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is infinite. This is where all the water flows from.
I love the idea
Ooh.
of building buildings down this mile-long gap. You know what I'm talking about? The like wall buildings.
The Ettercaps could live down there, and the roaches could live on top if you want to share.
That's great.
I mean, if you want to eventually have to deal with a race war.
Well, technically, eventually.
I mean, I can write that in a contract that if they rebel, the species burns.
True, true.
What's it called? This creature is actually alive. This is a dire weasel,
That's adorable.
which I guess means these also exist. And this is a much larger tunnel with like an actual road going through it.
Okay, nice.
How far can I see?
60 feet.
Do I see anything down the tunnel?
Grim, the tunnel goes for quite a while before turning.
Nice.
It seems like a major Underdark highway. As you can see, look here. There's cart tracks. So this Ettercap society used to be a Duragard distillery, before the Ettercaps took it over, and it was built right next to one of the larger Underdark highways. Austin, what do you type in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you describe.
Okay, you've displaced another native people. That's what, 4? I guess they're not native, but I mean they're native to the area.
How big is this open space?
It goes for quite a while. It's a large open cavern. Basically, it will allow you to do city building down here.
There is enough room for both to coexist.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But there will obviously be tension between the two races.
Not
That's
if we
fine.
put it in a
No,
contract.
no. There will be tension. The Ettercaps just will like. I can set up the contract so that if the Ettercaps like lead large scale rebellions, they all just burn to death. But there will still be tensions and like hostility between them until they learn to coexist, which might take a long time. However, it will actually, honestly, in a couple years, it shouldn't be that bad because they're both short-lived races.
So the new generation will be used to each other.
Yeah.
They're both short-lived races that exist via clutches of eggs and are insect-like.
Yeah, they have a lot of similarities, and they're so short-lived that they'll just be born coexisting.
Although
very
the
quickly.
average Ettercap is like 50 times stronger than the average roach folk person.
Mhm.
Because Ettercaps...
Our roach folks are smarter.
Well, first things first, roach folks are small.
Oh,
and
also notably, this is
and
not like a massive village of Vector.
I'll say the weakest Ettercap is a CR4 like beast. And the ogres obviously are a whole different thing. I like that the ogre's stomach looks like a big web sack. The ogre's also ripped. Look how veiny he is. And he's like wet for some reason. Just in general. So I gotta do some stuff because... One sec. Not Lustria. Not Kingmaker. So claiming the Underdark technically claims a new hex. And this becomes a city. So, guys, what do you want to name this city?
Do they have souls? Do they
Ettercaps?
experience
Yes.
afterlife? Okay.
Ettercaps have souls. Oh, actually, canonically, one sec. To check. Yeah, okay, so aberrations have souls. So do oozes, turns out.
Ooh.
Oozes have souls. Intelligent undead have regular soul, mindless undead are soulless. Mindless undead are the only kind of creatures that don't have souls. Or any sort of, like, spiritual energy. Animals don't have traditional souls, but they still have energy similar to it. Which technically means you can make an ooze an undead. So guys, what do you want to name this city? Because
The
this is,
infestation.
I'll say, because this technically is still a city. Like
Old Chandler Cross.
It is in no way related to Chandler Cross.
I don't know. What's a good name for it?
You just called the
The
you called the
infestation.
brewery.
Or disposal.
Put
No, we
trash
don't-
here is the name of the city.
We don't want to like name it something derogatory.
How about Undercross?
Oh, I like that.
Sounds good, actually.
Can the Ettercaps read?
What breed?
Read.
Read? Regular ones don't. Only alphas have the intelligence to read.
No, so he does understand how to read. Fogleech.
Yes, he reads Undercommon.
Hmm. So I have, if a large group of Ettercaps rebel, or lead a rebellion, or otherwise attempt to undermine the rule of the Doubt Pact, they are subject to the entire clan is subject to instant immolation. The leaders swear undying loyalty to the current, the leader and all future leaders of this clan of Ettercaps and all clans that spawn from them are subject to undying loyalty to the current leader of Chandler Cross. Mass rebellion amongst the clans leads to instant immolation of everyone.
Wow. These Ettercaps are going to hate you.
I mean, feel free to rebel.
Yeah.
That's not even against the rules. You literally walk up to me like, hey, you guys can rebel whenever you want. I won't stop you.
No, the contract will just burn everyone.
What if some Ettercaps fight the rebellion? Do they still die?
No.
Yes.
Can I specifically say that the forces leading the rebellion all die?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a much better way to lawyer this. If some guy's just born and he's like, "Oh, I'm dead."
I mean,
that seems a
listen.
little unfair.
We're
All
not here to
subjects-
be fair.
That's
As far
true,
as
but
I
you're trying
know.
to convince this guy to sign it.
If he doesn't sign it, we kill it. I think that's enough convincing.
That if that is the case, they will just run in every direction.
All we gotta do is kill the alphas.
What's my linguistics? Plus 18?
Let me check.
Plus 11.
Yeah, plus 11. I need a linguistics roll and then a final intimidate.
I will be taking 20.
Okay, we are here for like an hour while he writes this up.
Yeah. I will be hiding a clause within it.
What is that clause?
All Ettercaps from the tribe go to the Black Fortress upon death.
Just for like funsies.
Yeah. That's what devils do, man.
Yeah.
And that one will be buried deep within the contract.
Okay.
So like, take 20, DC 30 to notice it. Anything else I need to add to the contract, other than like the basics?
No.
Okay.
Unless you want to
The-
put more things in it.
The army of Ettercaps we get from them.
I assume that
Can you specify in the contract what rebellion means?
Subject to discretion of the
Leader.
leaders.
Oh, it sucks.
Well, that actually gives them a little loophole, which is since rebellion can only be evaluated by the leaders of Chandler Cross.
They can. Rebellion can only be destroyed if it's found out.
That is also true. And second, if they assassinate the leaders of Chandler Cross before they can realize the rebellion is going on, they don't get emulated because the rebellion was never evaluated as a rebellion.
I
And
would say
second,
I would say the undying loyalty clause would mean that like assassinating them isn't.
I mean, swearing undying loyalty doesn't necessarily, and you can't like change their every single one of them's point of view.
Yeah.
So it would be harder because they swear loyalty to you, but there can be people who swear loyalty and still hate your fucking guts and want to kill you.
Yeah.
So the only way they can get out of it is if a group of Ettercaps assassinate the entire royal family before they even know what's happening.
Yeah, that's the way out of the contract.
And at that point, they deserve it.
I agree.
They can just take over the whole place for all we care. Ettercap Kingdom in the future. Can you put a thing in the contract? What happens if the line is severed by not them? Does whoever take over Chandler Cross?
well,
it just says the current
contract-
leader of Chandler. So if someone
Yeah, the
takes over
contract
Chandler
says-
Cross, then they are.
Yes, they gain ownership of Ettercaps.
Okay, sure. That makes sense. A lot of legalese in this campaign.
What?
Legalese. It's the language that lawyers speak. It's a real language. Literally Google it. It's so different from English that they had to make it a new language.
That is fair. It is complicated as fuck. So yeah, I will write that.
There was once, God, I love the story on Reddit about the two lawyers that spent 7 hours arguing the... What?
What I missed?
Oh, we wrote the contract. It's in the contract thing. There were the lawyers who spent 7 hours, debating the precise definition of shall. It's great.
Dude, have you ever seen the SCP? That's the deal with the devil.
Yes.
And then a lawyer spent like 50
No,
hours.
I was gonna say that joke was based off what I just said. That
Okay, yeah.
the 7 hours in real life that two lawyers discussed the definition of the word shall.
I mean, honestly, that's the kind of thing I want to have with our the contract devil we have. Man, I really want a NPC tab in this chat. There's so many people to keep track of.
I can make one.
Yeah.
Here,
I asked you before, and then you said eventually.
Here you go. You can make or list whatever NPCs you want.
Okay. When the session's done, can you DM me the profile pictures of all the relevant NPCs?
Yep, just send me the names and I'll DM you the pictures.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I present him that contract, and I will outline. I'll spend like 20 minutes going over all the terms, make sure he understands everything. Because like what I put is just the highlights. There's like obviously a lot more, just basic information in there.
A quick caveat on the contract. What's a large group of Ettercaps and...
Subject to our discretion.
Okay.
What is a large group of Ettercaps called? A swarm.
Yeah, no.
Should
what-
any swarm
what's-
of Ettercaps?
What is a group of geese called? It's like that kind of question.
Violence.
A group of geese is called a mob.
So, Mr. Bogleach, do you accept?
Give me a final intimidate.
I cannot. You switched us off the screen.
Okay, one sec. Go to Roach City.
Also, don't those contracts usually have to like be signed of their own free will without
Not devil.
coercion?
I don't think not devil contracts.
I mean, not unless. Let me see.
It is not a stipulation within the ability I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here is the exact here is the exact ability I stole from Contract Devils.
Although this is fascinating, it is also 4 a.m. my time.
This is probably going to be the end of the session anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to sleep. But
the
this
mortal
was
must sign
fun.
its true name and document of its own free will. That means you can't, like, compel it magically to do it. Free will still isn't involved. You can threaten someone into their own free will. You just can't dominate them to make them sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't like if I got the command spell, I couldn't command sign.
See you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Brr. So this is probably the end of the session. The only thing left is building Undercross. Or showing you what comes with Undercross.
Yeah,
That's correct.
That's what we named it, yes.
So what if we get a land in like the skies? What would that be called? The boat cross?
Oh, does he accept?
Yes.
Pog. Ugh.
By the way, I love the stipulation. All other caps go to hell.
Oh yeah. That's a Basilius thing. I am a
I
devil.
wonder,
My
how
ultimate
no,
purpose is to
no.
empower hell.
I wonder how would Asmodeus just feel having a bunch of random bug figures like just.
Well, what's it called?
wandering
All souls become petitioners when they go to hell. It doesn't matter what kind of soul.
like they're just like a line.
They
of,
become what's it called? They become larvae, right? Or no, that's the abyss. The abyss, they become like maggots.
Basically all the souls that go to hell become torture subjects.
Yeah, forever.
Like that's the thing. Like Babylon would he is more than happy to get a string of people coming in.
And then eventually they get tortured enough that they're like, you know what? Hey, you want to not get tortured and be a devil instead forever, all eternity?
They normally start off as imps, where they get tortured a lot less, but they do get heavily mistreated. Oh, they get tortured, then they can become imps, then they can climb up the rankings. Or you're like really loyal, and you just go to hell and don't become fucked. Like
You do get fucked.
like Basilius is not gonna get tortured for eternity when he goes to hell. Probably. I assume I won it.
And then let's see.
We've been underground, so that'd be interesting. And also, like you said, an infinite source of water.
That is a physical
Building, yes.
Mhm.
I built it. If you look at the under...
Yep.
So
This
we
is the buildings
technically
that
have
come, the buildings that come with it
extra
is
secret industry.
Everflowing Spring, a brewery, and a tenement. That's it.
Mm-hmm. So
All these other squares of things we can add eventually, right?
Yep, and once this is full, that's it. No more space. No, like, adding extra grids like other cities. So Undercross is limited in size. Unless you do some, like, massive project to dig.
Yeah. Just make a shitload of perforators, tunnel through stuff.
so yeah. Let's after this we head back, and next session we actually head over to the Blackcock.
True, I did prep that almost 2 weeks ago.
Like I said, like I wrote, sorry for that. Oh God.
I hope the man. Also, this exact contract is the same one I'm going to be giving to the rich folk.
Can we leave them out of this? Come on. They're too adorable to go
Come
to
on,
hell.
dude. Come on, please, dude.
Nah.
Come on, please.
Nope.
Please. Just come on. You can't make a roach folk go to hell. Look at that. Look at the adorable faces they have.
Yes, I can. They are going to hell, baby. Smiley face.
Please don't.
At least confine their souls to, like, what's it called? Azrael's. What's it called? Just confine their souls to Azrael. Well, that'd be good. When they
Yeah.
die, they go into Azrael's phylactery.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to feed the lich in there.
Yum yum. He's tasty.
Oh yeah, that's remember, like, eventually we're gonna terminate the lich in there.
Mm-hmm. I can revise the contract at that point.
And what benefit would I get when they go into the phylactery? Would I just be?
Oh,
like,
as a
like-
lich, you need to consume souls to survive.
Yeah, I know that.
If you keep running, if you don't consume souls for a while, you become a demi-lich, and lose your insanity.
Oh, I can actually, yeah, I can set up the contract for the roach folk that they are all damned to hell unless Azria, your name has achieved lichdom, in which case their souls will be used to fuel your phylactery.
Eventually, when you get a chance for free time, I will try to commune with the soul inside the current phylactery.
How did that sound, Azriel?
Yeah, that's totally fine. I also have to eventually start teaching the roach folk, the ones that can't become wizards, clerical abilities.
We can set up churches to our gods in the city.
Yeah, technically, we can actually have separate churches in the undercross.
And then we get church wars.
just like two churches across the street, like, fuck you, no, fuck you.
No, it can just be one big like joint church.
I was about to say, because, I mean, Vecna and Dabalon are brothers, technically. So they at least like each other to that much.
They don't outright want to kill each other, basically.
I mean, like, it's worth noting, like, most churches in Pathfinder serve more than one god. In Sandpoint, which is a major location for a lot of adventure paths, the major church there is in the shape of a 5-pointed star, and each point is a different god with its own cleric.
Neat. So we can have a church to the undead.
There are some churches that are like that. Especially, like, churches that, follow, what's it called? Just the pantheon of the children of Mahenna in general. There are some that do that, but most churches are singular. On Arala. Not unlike Galarian.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, 3 points.
Something I just found incredibly funny is just like eventually in the distant future, there's like these two mega churches, one for Vecna and the other one for Babylon. Just like these people across the street from each other just fucking throwing curse words at each other, like fuck you, no, fuck you.
Yeah, this is Sandpoint's church. Loading.
Man, I can't wait till some adventurers come by and just beat everyone here's asses. At some point after, like, long after you guys die.
If we die.
Immortality. So fuck you. They would have killed my ass first.
I'll say the only reason right now that no one's dealing with you is because there's going to be a dragon invasion. So you guys have to survive that as well.
Yeah, that's. God, this is gonna be a shit show. We're gonna have to eventually fight demons, and maybe dragons first.
But yeah, the Sandpoint Church serves the 6 major gods of the region.
Okay, right now, the city of Undercross has a population of 500, including the Roach folk. And it gives you -2 unrest, +1 loyalty, +1 stability.
So, like, just overall stuff, like even for Chandler Cross.
Okay, yeah, you are. I was about to say, I'm gonna post the stats for Chandler Cross right here. There's the Chandler Cross stats, so you can click Kingdom Overview. You can see that, economically and stability-wise, you're doing great. There is something you're suffering, though. You have a 25% chance to fail loyalty checks.
How do we lower that failure chance?
By being nicer.
We upgrade the tenements to cities or to houses.
Houses don't get rid of... Houses don't boost loyalty, they just lower unrest.
Oh, yeah.
Loyalty
We're good on
is...
unrest because we have high stability.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your country is stable, and economically it's great. But the people's loyalty to you is a little bit low. Loyalty is just genuinely how much the average person likes the ruler.
Which will change over time.
All right.
What would be some things we would be able to do to increase loyalty?
More festival policies, lower taxation.
Yeah, wait, let me check.
Technically, we weren't even taxing them for a little bit, so.
There are There are also some buildings like certain temples.
No, we were always taxing them.
Yeah, you were taxing them.
Tanky.
How low can we tax them?
I'm in view only mode.
I know.
Okay. Can you up the festival so I can see how it changes? Up it like from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4.
There's
to
no.
5.
There's not 1 to 2 to 3. It's 1, 6, 12, 24.
What 6? 12. 24?
24 festivals a year. That's a lot of partying.
Set it to 6. What's the DC for loyalty?
Loyalty DC 28.
Okay. On the next kingdom phase, I will up it to 6.
And what are some maybe would breweries technically?
Dance hall. A dance hall is 4 build points and give +2 loyalty.
Dance hall is a strip club.
Mm-hmm.
We could put those all in Undercross. Have Ettercap stance.
Oh god.
Graveyard gives +1 loyalty.
We already have one.
Not in Undercross.
How would you bury people down here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it just solid like stone and dirt?
Pickaxes.
It's all stone.
Throw them off a cliff.
Burial by fire.
We just get a cleric to shape rock.
Or get like a bunch of druids.
I'm not wasting my time.
Not you.
Not you, yeah.
Obviously not you.
What other clerics do we have? Most of them just.
How many build points do we have?
29.
I forget. Can you only build? You can build one thing per city per